today, and welcome to the very first episode of Warda.
Yes!
Yeah! We're here. We finally did it. We're here. Okay, so for those of you who are new to the chat and to the game, Warda is, my elevator pitch for it usually is, it's Downton Abbey mixed with Game of Thrones. So it's an Edwardian fantasy. Think of like the era of the Titanic and stuff like that. And the big thing about this world is that about 5,000 years ago, a bunch of godlike fae walked out of the woods and took over the world in a very polite fashion. And since then, they've built up this giant city where there's a huge hierarchy where fae are at the top and humans are at the bottom. And the thing about the city is that it's a utopia. Everyone gets what they need, but as all utopias, there's a good stuff underneath that. So what this group is going to be doing is we're going to go out, we're going to go into the world, we're going to sandbox it, we're going to find out stuff, we're going to go through mysteries. It's going to be a lot of fun. But the big thing is that no one leaves the city. No one comes in and no one goes out. It's very Willy Wonka that way. Let's go around the table real quick and introduce yourselves. We'll start down at the end. And tell us who you are and you know, what you do, and if we can, give us one thing that you're doing right now that you might want people to come and see you in, or do something like that. So tell us about it.
Like me or the character?
No, you.
Me? Oh wow!
Yeah.
I was like, I got all this. Hi, my name is Justin Blankenship. A little bit about me. Moved to Chicago. Been here for about 3 years, working, doing shows around the city. But lately, I've been doing a lot of web series stuff. A thing that I've really been proud about is I've worked on a web series about 2 years that me and my roommate kind of created together called Muggled, based on Harry Potter. It's Muggled. We have a Facebook page, and we're on YouTube. Elevator pitch, I play a wizard who gets expelled from Hogwarts, who's a Hufflepuff, and has to go live with my Muggle brother in Chicago, and I have to live without magic. So it's it's a little passion project that we did for about 2 years. It's all done now, so you're not like gonna have to wait for anything. But yeah,
you can like mainline it like Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying about it. Yeah. No, Allie over there, she binge watched it a day.
Yeah, like 2 hours.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Frank Espero. I am an actor in the city. I moved here like 2.5 years ago. Currently, I just opened a show last night, actually. It's a musical review called Chicago Stories. It's based on we went around and interviewed people in Chicago and took their interviews to make into monologues for the show, and then we laced it with different classic American songs mixed with some cultural songs. Like I'm singing a song in Spanish. I don't know Spanish, but I'm singing one in Spanish.
Hold on. I can't tell if you guys are live.
Are we?
They are.
They are? Okay, sorry.
Cool. Someone said neat. It's a really cool show. Come and check it out. It's at it's in Burger Park, which is off the Granville Red Line stop. Just go all the way to the beach. It's in that mansion area over there. It's really great. And it's a ton of fun. I sing a lot of songs. And you get to hear me sing. Come and see the show. It's really great. But yeah, I do just that kind of stuff.
Go for it. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Amy Powell, and I'm also an actor in Chicago. And I also moved here about 3 years ago. We realized that we moved at the same-ish time.
Pretty much, yeah.
I went to college with Drew over here, so we're college buddies. And I actually been just filming my own projects. It's funny that you say that. I can't believe we didn't talk about that before, because I've been filming my own shorts that I'm in post-production for, 3 different shorts at the moment. So I've just been hunkered down in my home office, trying to finish these. That's what I'm doing. So
cool
one
stuff.
day, maybe we'll see them.
We'll release them out in the wild
Yeah.
later on. So we have these 3 actors here, and they've all created characters within the world of Warda. And so let's really go through very quickly. Give us your character name. Give us a little bit about your character. And then one thing your character likes and one thing your character dislikes. So let's start at the end.
So my character is Embrilar Ardeo. He is a half-gene Afridi. Afridi are basically elemental fae of the fire variety. Ardeo is also the high house of the Afridi race, so Afridi royalty. Half-gene. Thing that he likes, he loves music.
Yeah. No, that's
Embrilar loves music.
Does he play anything?
Oh, he plays a lot of stuff. He's that's kind of actually what it is. He's a master musician. Like I was put through like a lot of different courses and a lot of different like things to try to like find my mastery of things to like find my skills that I could do to like try to like impress my parents. But over the course of like learning music, I'm a huge fan of the lute and the harp.
Cool.
Ooh.
Maybe even the lute harp.
The lute, yes, actually, it's in production right now.
Oh yeah, you're working on it. Yeah.
It's Mechanica. I got my
okay.
mom working on it.
Okay, cool. One thing that he dislikes.
Oh,
Something
things that
doesn't
he
like.
dislikes. I hate people who feel like they're entitled.
Cool.
He hates people who are he's like, oh, I'm entitled to this because like, oh, I was born into the right family, so I'm entitled to this. It's like, oh, slow your roll.
Yeah, those caggers.
Yes, those fitting caggers.
Yeah.
I will burn them up with fire magic.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
me.
cool. That's cool. That's Embrilar.
My character's name is Tippen. That's his only name. He has no last name. Tippen is a pixie, so he's tiny and basically a cell phone. He is obsessed with knowing things. One of his like biggest driving things is to know about everything. He's very curious. Will get into the smallest of spaces to just figure out what this shiny thing is. One of Tippen's favorite things is like tasting everything. He loves different flavors. His favorite food he's found so far is marzipan. Oh, it's so good. And one of his least favorite things is waiting, being patient. He's a very impatient fellow. If you tell him to wait 15 minutes, that's basically a day for him.
Yeah. You're only about a hand haul.
Yeah, he's like this tall, like as tall as a hand. Yeah,
Cool.
that's different.
Cool thing about pixies in this is they only live for a year. So you've been around like what?
80 days.
80 days.
At this point. He has
been
existed for 80
around the
days,
world,
which is like 21 years old.
Yeah, ish there. Cool. Tell us. Oh, you already said what you liked and what you disliked.
Yes.
Yeah. So last one, Amy. Tell us who you are.
My character is a half-gene Nayade, which is a water fairy, and she has her own shop where she pawns things, sells things, buys things, and is also a fence. She's known for being able to find rare items, illegal items, things like that. Something I like,
Yeah, something
right?
you like.
Something I like. She loves pastries and boxing and gambling. She likes to watch boxing. And then something that she hates is being dirty, as well as, what was my other thing? Oh yeah, being bored. She's afraid to be bored. She never wants to be bored. So she's big into gambling, into going to parties and having fun and trying to think about anything else but nothing.
Yeah. Cool. Very, very cool. I forgot to mention, we got James tonight on the ones and twos.
Hey, everybody. There we go. No. God damn it.
Yeah? No?
Nothing's working.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. There we are. Let me know if there are any issues with tonight's stream. We're using both a new board and a new camera, so I might need you guys to report in if there's any problems. But thank you so much for joining us for the premiere of Warda.
Thank you, James. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. So, guys, that's us. I mean, I'm Drew, so I'll be GMing this thing. This whole world was made by me and my wife, Allison Grauer.
Hey, switch over to the close-up cam. Show off Allie on the couch. Yeah, there she is. Wave, Allie.
Hey, that's Allie. There she is.
I'm in the chat.
Okay, hold on.
There was a close-up.
Yeah. Nelson
There we
as
go.
well.
Wave again. There
Very
we
nice.
go.
And
All
Ollie's
right.
here, too. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's like, what? What's going on?
He doesn't understand.
Oh,
Oh, he knows what's going on.
It's
It's
the
pets.
belly rub.
It's pets that are going on.
Okay, so that's everyone. We're all here. Again, if you are watching tonight and you have questions, Allie will be in the chat to like answer questions for you. It's a big world. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot happening. So we're gonna try our best to like bring you guys up to speed on stuff. But hey, it's gonna be fun. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I want you guys to imagine you're up in the air, you're in the sky, and it's bright clouds, blue skies, and the camera, if we're going to do this cinematically, is up there, and it begins to slowly pan down, and below you, you see a giant horseshoe with tall mountains at the very north of that horseshoe. And as you come down, you're able to see a whole patchwork of cities, basically, inside of this horseshoe. And as you get closer, you notice that the horseshoe is a border wall. It's made out of, not out of like carved stone, but of like solid living rock. And it does this giant horseshoe all around this city. And on the further outer edges of this city are fields and countryside. And then it gets further in and there's more city and everything like that. This whole thing is about 200 miles wide and about 500 miles long. And we get closer and closer to it. We're diving now as fast as we possibly can, going closer and closer into the city, and we get to see different details, spires and towers. It looks like a turn of the century London or turn of the century New York as we get closer and closer and closer. And we eventually end our deep dive suddenly into a place called Bellwood Park. And it's morning in Bellwood Park. We head down onto the street level, and there are people bustling everywhere. We see fae of different kinds. We see fire fae, the Afridi. We see Neati, who are the water fae. We see Johnny, who are the air fae. We see Silvani, big, tall Silvani, who are the earth fae. We see fairies, who look like humans, but only with pointed features. We see goblins, who are goblins, basically. Pointed features, very small, tuddling around in top hats, talking to each other. We see brownies selling rolls. They're small with like rodent-like features, kind of roundish. And they're like selling rolls, and they're walking back and forth. And the city is alive, full of people. And through all of this, we see pixies, only about a hand tall, like flit back and forth throughout the throngs of people, as people are waking up in the city of Ammingrad, which is what this city is called, and they're heading out into their daily routine. We see humans who are pushing brooms along the streets and heading off to the factories, and what?
What? I didn't say anything.
No. And yeah, what about the humans?
Guess who that is?
Oh, who is that?
Bill.
Is that Bill? Ah, Bill. Anyway, so the humans are off doing their menial tasks for the day. And they're heading out, and it's morning time in Ammingrad, and we come to an apartment building, and we go up to a window, and we go through the window, and we come upon a half-gene Afridi. Tell us, Embilar, what are you doing in the very beginning of your day? How are you getting ready for the day?
First thing that I do at the very beginning of the day, Embilar.
What's your job? What do you do?
I am a warden, actually. I'm a warden of the hand and eye variety.
So he's police. He's a magic cop.
Magic cop, magic detective.
Yeah.
So essentially, I don't care. It's not my job to be like, oh, are you smoking? You're smoking illegal weed. No, I'm here to for like magic crimes. If you're broke, I'm here to follow like people who are doing any sort of like illegal magic, hoarding or creating illegal magic or anything like that. That's what I focus on. So I wake up. I have my routine every day. I wake up. I do a little bit of exercises. I practice with my staff strike. Keep my form straight. Do a little bit of exercising. Have a light breakfast. Then I shower, and then I head off to work.
So you're getting ready for work when there is on the window pane.
All right. I go over to it, expecting a pixie. All right, I go over, open the door, or look outside. I'm looking outside the window, and what do I see?
There's a little pixie standing outside, wearing House Ardeo colors.
Oh, great.
And he's knocking very, very politely on the window.
Good morning. What?
Hello. How are you? Yes. May I come in?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So the pixie flits inside and stands on your desk.
All right. Well, what's going on? What do they want?
Your father, Lord Mephanus Ardeo, he has an invitation for you, sir.
For what?
Tonight there is a gala, a showcasing by House Sareine. He would like you to come, if you are so inclined. He does a very formal bow.
Did he say what we're dealing with them this time about?
He didn't say, sir. He said it was a very important thing for House Sareine. and you were able to bring a +1.
Relay to Father that I have a lot of work going on right now. If time breaks, I will come if I can.
I was not to leave unless you gave a positive, sir.
Oh, of course you were. Fine. If it pleases my father, I will be there.
Excellent. Do you have a reply, a formal reply, or shall I just say what you said?
Don't tell them. Yes, Father, I will be there. Yes, Father, I will be glad to attend.
Yes, Father, I'll be happy to attend. Thank you, sir. And he bows and he shoots out the window. To which he then shoots back and goes, and who is your +1?
To be determined.
I don't like things being left undone, sir. I was supposed to return with your +1.
Tell them my +1 will be Fennel.
Fennel?
Yes. She's gonna love this. Fennel will come with me.
Very well, sir. Very well. Fennel will... Who's Fennel?
My partner from work. She will be ecstatic to attend.
Your father will be happy to know you have a partner. Excellent. And he shoots out the door. And you head off to work. At the same time, we cut to a different section of Bellward Park. At this section of Bellward Park, it's a little bit more rundown. It's not as nice and neat as Embrilar's apartment was at. It's at, was it 119 Silver Lane?
That is correct.
So 119 Silver Lane, as the camera pans by this busy street, we turn down an alley. And it's a very narrow alley that opens up into like a little cul-de-sac. And just outside of this shop, there's, looks like little market stalls set up with a bunch of weird, interesting things. And what is it called? What is the shop called?
It's not called anything. It just has the address etched in stone above the doorway, and then it says market on top of that because it used to be an old market. And so people just call it the Silver Street Market or 119 Silver Lane. That's all it's called.
Sweet. So you're waking up for the day, and you're both of you guys, because you both live in the same place. So you're waking up for this day. How do you go about your first morning routine? Let's go with Owin first. What do you do?
I have a leisurely coffee while I read the paper, check up on the weather for the day. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, that's
right
all you're
now.
doing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
a
like
leisurely
I'm
morning.
coffee. Yeah, the sun is streaming through the windows at the top, and I don't know what Tippen's doing.
What are you doing,
Rummaging
Tippen?
around
What are you
somewhere.
Tippen is currently probably reading the paper behind your shoulder. Finishes it way before you do.
Obviously.
And finding something to eat for breakfast.
Interesting. If you're in the chat, give us something that's in the news today. So in your what are you eating?
Something he hasn't had yet. A bagel. He hasn't had
bagel.
like a bagel with like blueberries cooked into it
Ooh,
specifically.
nice.
So he's munching on a bagel, which is just about as large as him.
Are
so.
those illegal thunderstorms, Oliver with the boops? Just let us know. Okay, so you guys are sitting there enjoying your morning meal.
Yes.
And there is a on the front door.
I'll get it. I go up to the door, I open the door. No, wait, I look outside first because there's like, I have a hole where I look outside. So I look outside.
You look outside. There's nobody there.
All right.
Do you look at the smaller hole?
Yeah, there's
The
another
lower
one, a
one?
lower one. I look at that one.
You look at the lower one, and there's a brownie who is standing there, clutching a hat, smoothing his hair. He is about, what would you say, Allie? How tall? He's about, what, 2 feet 5?
Yeah.
About 2'5". He's got like like a rabbit kind of face with a little rabbit snout, and he's got biggish ears, and he's standing there waiting.
I open the door. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm well. I heard this is a place where I could procure certain things.
You've come to the right place. Please come in.
Oh, thank you. He walks in. He's wearing a just a regular suit, just 2-piece suit, shirt, collar, cravat, nice coat, and pants. Comes with his hat.
So what can I interest you in?
Oh, I'm looking for I'm looking for something beyond the wall.
Beyond the wall.
Yes.
All right.
If you have anything of that sort, I have a buyer who is very interested in things beyond the wall. If you can get them.
I could get something. I might not have anything in the shop right now. Is there some kind of specific item that your buyer's looking for?
He's looking for fruit.
Fruit.
Yes, unknown fruits.
All right.
If he has them. If you have them. I mean, do you have them? Is it now or yes?
I don't have them in the shop, but I'm sure I could get them.
Smish. All right. How long will I? And what is the going rate for such a thing?
Well, the last I checked, you could get 5 star fruit for. What's the money? How much is each one?
Okay, let's do this.
talk about
So
money.
in this world. So we have these. Eventually, I'd like to get different stuff, but we have Laras, which are these little things. They count as, let's call it basically $1 in American money. These are Ogs. They're made out of iron. They're like $5. You have Mabs, which we're gonna go with these for right now. Mabs are silver, and they are about $20. And then you have Dares, which are gold, and they run about $100.
Yes, the going rate for star fruit, which I believe is found beyond the wall, is 600 dares. Or, I'm sorry, 6 dares, because it's 100.
Oh,
6 dares
dear
for
me.
5.
6 Dares?
I don't make the prices. You asked for the going rate of the market.
Well, all right then. Well, for 600 Dares, I'm going to have to up what I want then.
All right. Well,
Here. Well, let's do this. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a clipping from a newspaper, and he shows you. He puts it down and it says "House Sareine showcase tonight." He goes, "Fruit, new fruit from House Sareine. I was going to try to get something from beyond the wall, but for 6 dares."
Not 600.
Not 600.
Just
dares.
6.
600. That's
600,
astronomical.
that's a lot.
Who has that kind of money?
Nobody.
The dare, maybe.
Yeah.
600 hymns.
600 hymns. So, for that, I want this fruit.
Wait, what fruit are we talking about?
And he's like, I'll say it slowly, so maybe you can understand, Half-G. House Sareine, they're Nayadi. They have new fruit out. They will be showcasing it tonight. I would like you to try and get some for me.
You want me to get some new fruit from
Yes.
House Sareine for
Yes.
you this evening?
Yes.
Wow, all right.
Can I knock something off a shelf onto his head?
Of course you can. Let's just say that you
Just very casually.
breaking news: price of starfruit skyrockets.
There's also something about poison bagels, and Tippen's very worried about that.
We'll keep that in mind. We'll keep the bagel taint.
I'm
Babe.
writing down all the news.
Excellent. So what do you want to drop on it? I mean, you guys are basically walking around.
I don't want it to
Yeah.
be something that'll like really, really harm him. Just something to just annoy him a little bit. Oh, like a bag of like sand or something like that. Something that'll like pop and like
Explode.
maybe get in his eyes just a little bit.
Okay.
Magical water balloon.
Say what?
A magical water balloon.
Okay. So let's say that there are actually
casually
like
kick it over.
there's like actually just like balls of water that float around the room.
Done.
Yeah.
Because you're able to
Yeah.
like keep that.
Yep.
They're water from different places all over the city.
Yes.
And you
Ooh, sewer.
so you find one from the sewer.
I find sewer water and just casually just.
So he's in the middle of talking to you when all of a sudden he's got his hat off. When all of a sudden this huge water droplet falls on him, and he's covered in smishing water. And he goes, "What in heaven's name was that?" And he's like, "Look, what in the dare was that?"
Oh my! Oh, that must have been. Is it supposed to rain today?
Not in the paper, it says.
Not in the paper. Well, you know, sometimes they do get it wrong. I've heard of this character who goes around and he steals weather, so who knows what kind of things are going on in the world right now. But it must have been my Pixie. I'll scold him later. Anyway, do you need a towel? Can I offer you a towel?
All I want is your word you will go and get it.
I will go and get this fruit.
6 days?
Yes.
Very well. You have the word. Very well. I will take in, he pulls out a contract book. So he opens his book and he writes out a contract and he signs it and puts it down and wants you to sign it as well.
What are the consequences if I...
He's basically,
what does it say?
It's basically what the contract says is it says you, Owin Botlard, will bring him 1 Laguna Fruit for 6 dares.
Powers of note-taking.
Let me just jot that down really quick.
Laguna
And he
Fruit?
signs it Alfred Brillam.
I will bring Alfred Brillam 1 Laguna Fruit for 6 dares.
Roll me just the 4. Let's see if you know who this guy is.
Just these.
Yeah.
Can I also roll?
Yeah, sure. You can roll as well.
First roll, it's a negative 1, right?
That's no.
I don't know. I am ignorant.
Neutral.
Neutral. Okay, I'm gonna say you guys don't know who this is. The name rings a bell, but you don't know who it is. He goes, very well. I will be here tomorrow morning for the fruit.
Yes.
Turns around and says, good day.
Good day.
Puts his hat on his wet head and walks out.
Good riddance. Oh my goodness.
So, he left the clipping with you. And what it says is that there's a party tonight. It is at the... I wrote it down because it was a long name. It is at... it's at the Trevelyan Incumbus Memorial Opera House.
That's a long name.
It's a House Sareine showcase of their brand new fruit they have just created.
All right. Looks like we're going to a party tonight. Woo! But
Excellent.
how do I know how to get, how do I get in? It's just a clipping?
It's just a clipping. He
a
doesn't give you
clipping.
tickets or anything.
Do you know where we can get tickets?
I can find out.
You can find out.
Yeah.
Let's find out where we can get tickets.
Okay, what do you want to roll to see if you can find tickets?
I'd like to roll in investigate.
Okay, roll me an investigate.
Oh no! Wow, Tippen does not know.
Whew.
Oh, you
That's
know
a
everything.
-2.
So where do you go looking for tickets?
Tippen's going to go to the bar.
Which
down
one?
This, the one that we normally go to. It's
Oh, the pit.
Yeah, the pit. Darkwill Downs.
Yeah.
Like that area. Yes, I'm going to the pit.
Awesome.
To kind of see if anyone knows a way to get tickets, or if someone has tickets that we can come with.
Cool. Just to the chat, because I've noticed you guys have been asking stuff about Fate stuff. It's more Fate adjacent. We're gonna be playing Fate, but we're playing it loosey-goosey. We're going more for story rather than we're not gonna be rule Nazis on this sucker. So you go to the pit. While you go to the pit, what are you doing?
I'm joining.
Oh,
I
you're joining
can
the pit.
use early morning beverage. Let's go to the pit.
Yes,
Yeah,
wine.
It's only about 8 o'clock.
I mean, maybe a mimosa.
I want sunshine. Orchard.
Maybe
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
Is that the wine?
That's the one that.
Yeah.
Embilar.
Nice.
Yes.
So while you guys are heading off to the pit, let's jump to Embilar. Embilar, you're at work. So you're at the warden office. What are you doing?
Filling out paperwork, looking over cases. My captain, whose name is Captain Corrigan Vance, who is he's not a literal mountain, but he's a big, huge Afridi who is just, he might as well be a mountain. He's got a lot of work on me. I have to meet a quota of how many cases that he's been giving to me. We've been having a lot of magical anomalies popping up. We had that issue last, about a month ago.
About a month ago, yeah.
About a month ago at the pit, so I'm kind of dealing with that. I'm still trying to figure out what happened to all the soul gems and everything, so I'm kind of dealing with that. Meanwhile, I can't get any work done because Fennel, my partner, is next door, keep tossing over like pieces of paper.
She's like tossing stuff over.
She's trying to annoy me. She's just teasing me, and I kind of like set one like on a slight smolder and toss it back over, and her go ah. What she gets.
To which there's a Embrilar, and the door flings open, and there's Corrigan Vance standing outside of his office. Embrilar Ardeo,
Yes, Cat.
I want you in my office now. Embrilar Ardeo is maybe about 7 feet tall. I'm sorry. Corrigan Vance is about 7 feet tall. He's about 7 feet tall. He's got like ash-colored skin and these big black horns and white hair. And he's terrifying. Like he's got these gold, fiery eyes. He's like, I want you in my office now.
Yes, sir. Damn it, Vanille. Oh,
What? What's the problem?
you of course. Whatever. I got something for you later.
Oh, you got something for me later?
Oh, yeah.
Is it going to be an actual, like, a case that you finished?
No. It's gonna be better than that. It's gonna be better than
You're
that.
keeping the chief waiting.
Shut up. And I go to the captain's door and knock on it, open it up. I was like, you wanted to see me, Captain?
Sit down, Embrilar.
Yes, sir.
So, how are things?
Things are good. Making progress on a couple cases. Still trying to hear back from the Arcanica Guild about the soul gems that we were dealing with from the incident at the pit. Other than that,
Good. You free tonight?
I mean, I'm flattered, sir. You mean you know how I feel? I mean, we've been over this. I've got a thing. Sorry, sir. I appreciate the offer.
Look, Embrilar, I'm a happily married man. My husband is very, very nice. All right, you know this.
You say that, but every day, sir, you're calling me in the office. I mean, what are the people saying out there, sir?
Look. My husband cannot make it tonight to this function that we need to go to. All right?
Are you talking about the House Sareine thing?
Yeah, it's the House Sareine showcase everyone's talking about.
Of course they are. Yeah, my father sent me a notification.
So you're already going?
I'm already going, yes.
Interesting. All right. So you're going tonight,
Yes, sir.
and I need to go tonight. You want to go with me?
I actually already told my father that I was bringing Fennel.
Ah,
Yes.
that's right. You got that thing. All right. No. I understand.
Whoa, what thing? What thing? No, she's just a friend.
No, it's all over the office. Everyone's saying stuff.
Those fracking gossips. All right, no, it's nothing, sir. She's
Just the one time. I just want to know. I feel like I need to know. You guys are partners, and I put you guys on cases together.
One time it was fun. How many pixies do you have on us, sir?
I have the recommended amount. Everyone knows that. At least 2.
At least 2. Well, just because I'm your favorite, you have at least 4, probably.
Well, I'm not
I
gonna
know.
say anything.
It's my rugged and good looks. I know.
Look. I don't expect. Look, it's just a fun time. All right. If you're gonna go, if you need to take Fennel, you two go. I was gonna go, but I don't think I need to now. If you two are gonna go.
No, absolutely, sir. Please come. It'll be an absolute ball.
I don't want to be like a third wheel. I mean, I know it's weird if your boss is with you on like a date or something like that. This is just.
It's not it'll be a fun time. It'll be not. Are you kidding me? Actually seeing you outside of a work environment, mingling at a gala, that's the best present you could ever give me, sir.
All right. I think this is a good talk.
Fantastic talk. I feel like we bonded.
All right, good. I'll bring my carriage around. Shall I pick both of you up? Is that something we can do?
Yes! I want to ride in the captain's carriage.
Sure, we can do that. All
All
right.
right, cool. So are we good?
Yeah.
8 o'clock?
I also need those reports on my desk by the end of the day.
Reports, I don't...
Look, last week when you busted up that gang that was trying to do that illegal fight in the middle of the street. Remember that?
Yes.
I need the paperwork on that. All right.
Well, about that. I don't know if you saw earlier, but she's throwing paper at me. And, no, of course, absolutely. You get it.
Look. I know it's payday. We're at the end of the 11 day. Like we're at the end, so this is interesting. All right. So you bring me those things by the end of the day, and I'll get you your paycheck. All right.
Done.
And we'll see you after that.
Deal.
Go.
Open the door. Captain's coming to the party with me.
You say that out loud to
Oh,
everyone.
absolutely.
Everyone's like, woo!
Captain's got a carriage. Captain's coming with me to the carriage.
They're like, oh, okay. And then there's like a couple of people like, Fennell is like, woo! And everyone else is like,
yes.
Emma, will you just get back to your desk and work?
I don't. Wow. Okay. All right. Party poopers. Yes. Like, we got a couple of regular humans in here working.
Everyone's like, yeah. Okay. So you get back to work. What are you guys doing? You guys are down in the pit?
Trying to figure out how to
How to
get some tickets to this
entertained
party.
in this thing.
I know some.
I immediately talked to the first Silvani-esque person that I can find.
Awesome. Real quick, I completely forgot we were going to do this. So in this game, you're only as good as your reputation. And so your reputation is represented by dice. And so at the beginning of each game, you take whatever you have. So these guys all have 2d4 in reputation. And you roll the d4 and tell me what you get.
Oh, that's fun.
All right.
4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Oh,
That's
wow.
much better than last time.
Yes.
4,
I got 5.
5,
I also got
6,
5.
I am
7.
the winner.
And you get...
Hey, Tippen did fine with 5 last
you
time.
did
I
well.
got 5
So
last time.
These represent your reputation within the city. If you want things to happen, you can always call in your reputation and say, hey, I feel like my reputation would give me this new thing. Or you can add story elements. Or, like, let's say you guys wanted to have invitation to this party. You can use your reputation for that.
Okay.
And that's kind of what the reputation is for. It's your ability to represent your life in what's going on here. Okay. So you guys are down in the pit. What are you doing?
I talked to the first Silvani I see.
Okay. So there's a Silvani sitting in the back. It's a lady. She's not like in a nice like dress or anything like that. She's actually like in pants and like suspenders. She is a willow tree. So she's got like willow tree branch hair pulled back into like
Excellent.
3 separate braids. And she's sitting at a table like eating breakfast. She's just going about it.
Okay, I will immediately fly up to her and patiently, not really patiently, but definitely stand right next to her breakfast.
Can I help you?
Yes, I have a question for you.
Go ahead. What is it?
We're looking
Are you
for...
from somebody?
No.
And then I walk up. Oh, he's with me. Continue.
Hey, if you wanted to just come over and have breakfast with me, all you need to do is come over. You don't need to send a message to me.
Well, I do. He likes to speak for himself, and I think it's charming. So.
Okay.
This is really it's his question.
But we can have breakfast
But I
with
would
you?
love breakfast. Let's
Sure,
sit. Should
sit
we
down.
sit?
Let's sit.
So you guys sit down in front of her.
Yes.
In this world, just so everyone knows, Pixie is like having a phone. Pixies are send your message. They remember all your appointments. They let you know what time it is. Stuff like that. So Pixies exist and they're people, but they're not real people. So it's interesting that way. So continue. You guys sit down. She's like, can I order you guys anything?
Sunshine Orchard.
He'll take a sunshine orchard. I'll have a salt wine and some eggs, maybe.
Sure, okay. She's like, Tobe! And this goblin comes up, he's like, yeah, what is it? She wants eggs and a salt wine, and apparently this is the pixie that last time had that little tumbler full of wine. Everyone's heard about you. I'm actually going to give you a reputation for
I
that.
am wearing the feather as well.
I'm
I'm wearing the lindworm feather.
She's like, and he wants a tumbler of, was it Sunshine?
Sunshine Orchard.
Sunshine Orchard. All right then. And he's like, all right then, I'll go off. And he tumbles off. He's got the goblin is like about 3 feet tall. He's got very pointed ears, very pointed nose, very pointed teeth. And he sidles back to them, do that. And she's like, so, what can I do for you two?
Oh, well, we're actually looking to get our way into a party.
Oh,
You look like a person in the know.
okay. What party are you trying to get into?
The unveiling of the new fruit.
Oh,
Of
you
House
want the
Sareine.
House Sareine party.
We want the House Sareine party.
Everyone's trying to get in that party right now.
But everyone isn't us.
Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe. I mean, I can look. I can get you tickets. I can get you invites. It might be as a +1 of somebody, but I can get you tickets.
That'll work.
Okay.
It's gonna cost you 2 dare.
2 dare. Well, you know what? I think that'll be fine.
Okay.
Do I?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
hand me that. So, if you want to, here, since we're doing this whole thing, we'll put those 2 away. We're gonna say that you just got. I mean, you're a business, so you have money generating
Right,
all
yeah.
the time. Roll me a d12 real quick. 10.
Nice.
I'm gonna give you
What?
3, 5. I'm gonna give you 5 dares.
Nice.
And I'm going to give you 5 mabs.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's what you've made.
Cool.
And you can hand me 2 of those dares.
Oh.
Of the dares. For what you just spent. Okay. So you get just that. She's like, all right. Yeah, show up to the venue tonight about 8 o'clock. And I'll get you your tickets.
Okay. Sounds good. See you there.
Good, pleasure. What's your name?
Owen.
Owen.
Yours?
Tilly.
Tilly, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for being so accommodating.
Sure.
Tippen.
It's my pixie.
No.
He likes to shake hands.
Sure. Okay. I'll see you tonight. Remember, it's a big fancy party, so dress up.
Indeed.
Okay. And she sits down and she says, oh, but you're going to eat with me, aren't you?
Oh, you know
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna eat. We're gonna eat.
Okay.
That's
And you
fine.
guys sit down to like talk for a little bit. So that's what's going on there. So shall we jump? Let's jump from here. And 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay.
That'd be
so we-
jumping a magic jump.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
a fairy
we jumped
situation.
into the chalk drawing.
Talk zone?
Rudy
Oh
got
my
the
god.
chop. Rudy got the chop.
Blue Scoot.
Rudy got
Blue
the chop.
Skidoo.
Woo! Okay, so we've jumped. We've done the. It's literally like a. In my brain, the TV show of this, it's like a chalk wipe. Like everything goes to chalk and then is wiped away and then it's redrawn suddenly.
Oh, nice.
And it's nighttime, and you guys are outside the Trevelyan Incumbrous. I wrote it down. I created this. I
Javilian
should-
Incumbent Memorial Opera House.
Incumbus Memorial
Oh, you're
Opera
right.
House.
No taking!
Yeah! So you guys are outside. Roll me real quick.
With-
Just roll your dice.
okay.
Give me a skill that you think you would finish out your reports and your work for today with.
A skill? I'd probably use. What, could I get away with insight? It would probably be investigation.
Yeah, roll me an insight.
I'm a roll an insight.
If you're gonna roll center of the
Yeah,
table.
roll center of the table here.
What? There's a camera up there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so cool.
So roll me.
What?
Right here. All right, that is a
that's-
negative.
You did not have a good day at work.
Wait. My insight is a +3. So
Oh,
this
that's
is
right.
that's still a +1.
Okay.
That's a +1.
Okay. So you had a very decent day. Like it was. Smish went down today at work. Stuff happened. What happened? Tell me something really bad that happened at work today.
Okay, we were bringing in a suspect that we had regarding illegal magic hoarding, black market magic, like stealing of weather.
Ooh. So there was some actual. Oh no, that would have gone to the Weather Guild.
Oh, yeah, okay. Then they were stealing Teleportation.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. So
So
there
the
was,
black market Teleportation. It hasn't been like approved yet. It was slightly wild, so we had some instances of people trying to teleport and then being scattered.
Okay.
Like half of them appears in one district and one ward, and the other appears like in another ward entirely. So we were trying to hunt them down, brought the person in, and in the process they set off one, and it's like somebody's desk got teleported to. We don't know yet. We're trying to find
so
that
was
out.
trying to find it. So it was
Yeah.
a bad day.
Yeah, but
for
nobody,
that.
nobody was injured, thankfully. We were able to subdue the criminal and the suspect and put him in. The captain, literally, Corrigan just stood up and then with one flick of his thumb, a sharp firebolt came out and pierced the guy in the back. It didn't, but it wasn't enough to kill him. But it the burn was enough to immediately make him calm
Stop.
down. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that was a bad day.
I did finish my paperwork though, the one that he wanted. I didn't finish all of them, but I finished the one thing that I was supposed to do.
Okay. So that was the end of the day. You got paid at the end of the day.
I did.
What do you think, Allie? What do you think a warden gets paid on a regular payday?
Buku dares.
And you're an inquisitive now. You remember
We get paid once a month.
once a month.
What did we say Maeve got paid?
Was it 2 dares?
It was 2 dares.
2 dares,
and
3
a
maps.
mab.
2 dares and a map. We're gonna say you get paid 2 dares and a map.
You make more money than me.
Of course I do.
Have you seen the stuff
Working
she
for the government,
sells?
man.
Yeah, well, I run a private business of illegal goods.
That makes sense.
So-
That makes sense.
Just saying.
So you guys show up to the party. Tippen, here's the thing. Pixies don't really use money. So instead of
I
having
haven't
you,
even used my own yet.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Instead of you rolling for money and stuff like that, and if you ever want anything, you can always just steal it. So we'll keep that in mind from now on. Okay, so you guys show up at the party. It is literally a red carpet. People are showing up. They're announcing people are coming in. What's
They
up?
want clothing descriptions.
Oh, they want clothing
Yeah.
We should
descriptions.
probably do a physical description as well. Of what we
Yeah.
want.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this,
we
is-
should
this is a
definitely get,
perfect
our
moment to
physical
do
des-
physical descriptions of all of you as you guys show up.
I'm into that.
We'll do the very beginning. It is you guys pull up in the chief's carriage. So here's the thing. In this world, wheels are kind of a human thing.
Hell yeah.
They're very quaint. Wheels.
Bicycles, they're so cute.
So cute. So what it is that it is basically a carriage on hover, it's on a magic disc, literally.
Like air magic.
Yeah, it's like air magic, basically.
Okay.
And it's a carriage that's been drawn by horses, but it floats instead of, and it's an open air one, and you guys pull up and open the door. So Embrilar, first up is Corrigan Vance. So we got Corrigan Vance coming up here. He's the chief of this 7th Ward, District 4, and he is wearing a darker than dark suit. Have you ever seen the black that's darker than black? It's that kind of suit. And
Dark and slightly dark.
yeah, it's a slightly darker black.
Tactile neck.
And he's wearing a flame orange and red shirt underneath it, and then this blacker than black cravat underneath that, and he is pristine. He's wearing a Hornby hat. Have you ever seen what a Hornby hat is?
Yeah.
He's wearing one of those, and he's got a cane with him, and he steps out, and everyone's like, ooh, ah, and he goes and opens the door for Fennel, and Fennel comes out. Fennel is a Sylvani, correct?
Yes.
Meaning that's Fennel. She looks like trees and flowers. She is based off of a what? Actually, let's ask the chat. Chat, what flower is Fennel based on? As we go through that, as people come up with what flower Fennel is based on, and what her looks are going to be. Let's go to you, Embrilar. You step out of the carriage. What do you look like?
So physically, so because I'm a half gene, I don't have the amazing stature that the other full gene Freddy do. So I have ashy gray skin. I have light yellow eyes.
Cool.
Or no, blue. No, I wrote it. I have blue eyes.
Cool.
I have blue eyes.
Very human of you.
Yeah, thank you. And then I do have horns. They're about 3 or 4 inches that curve coming out of my forehead. And then I have slightly pointed fingernails.
Cool.
Not like crazy, but just like they do come to
They
a
come to a
point.
point,
They come
yeah.
to a point. And as of my my outfit for this evening,
tell.
I am wearing I want to say a black coat, not as dark as that, just more like an average dark. But then I am wearing a vest, and not like this one. It's similar in design actually, but it is going to have it's going to be a dark ruby red.
Cool.
And then the buttons are going to be gemstones, ruby gemstones, mixed with obsidian gems, like bits of obsidian.
Cool.
That we probably have because like from the Mechanica Guild and everything, we have like a lot of minerals. So I probably have I like to think that I have like minerals and like earth, like not like earth tones because that would be more Sylvanian.
But like metalish tones.
Metalish, yeah.
Metallic
So
stuff.
yeah, metallic, exactly. So that's incorporated in, and I have my staff strike with me. And then I don't have a hat. Embrilar's not a hat guy.
Interesting.
He doesn't like the hats. The horns get annoying, and if I put it on, then they
I feel
get
like the
caught.
announcers are like, he's not wearing a hat. He's not wearing a hat. I wonder why he's not wearing a hat. I hear that this is the bastard son of House Sareine, so he's not wearing the hat.
I don't hear that.
No. It's
If
just
I heard that, that would have been a problem.
Yeah, it's just people people. It's a bunch of reporters kind of standing over the side,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
talking to each other, writing about it.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's not wearing the hat. Why is he not wearing the hat? Well,
Say, what's the matter with this fellow? He's not wearing a hat.
he's not wearing a hat. What's going on here?
He's got no hat.
Oh, he's the bastard son of House Sareine. So I mean.
This is a story of the night.
Let's write it down again.
Man doesn't wear hat. I want it in big print across all the papers.
Bastard of House Sareine wears no hat. So that's very nice. Very nice. So that's what you're wearing.
That's what I'm rocking tonight.
All right. What did the chat say for
There are several votes for Tiger Lily, and there's several votes for actual fennel.
actual fennel? Oh, let's actually do fennel. That'll be cool. Fennel, she comes out wearing a light green dress with a lot of white accents to it. It's very, very green and leafy green on top, and the bottom is more like transitions to white at the bottom. It's shimmery and beautiful. She doesn't have a bustle, so like that would be that's a little just out of fashion is the bustle thing. But she has her hair, which is like stalks of like green. It's very like straight green hair, and it sticks out in a stalk. And she has that done in this elaborate thing that kind of twists and curls off to her like right side. And she looks very nice. She's very pretty Sylvani.
Yeah, if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, whatever. So that's what you guys are. You guys walk up and
Oh, I also have hair, by the way. I don't think we.
Yeah, tell me-
It's nothing like crazy. I just realized that we have never mentioned it that I have hair. I do have. It's black hair. Black hair, and it comes back into a ponytail.
cool, very nice. And so you walk up and you guys go to the front door and there's a fairy there who's in a very it's a fairy in aquamarine livery. And he's got the signia of House Sareine on there. He's like, "May I get your invitation, sir?"
Yes, absolutely. Table talk. Do I have it? Like, would my father sent me one, or am I supposed to like? I've come to these things before.
Oh yeah. You just give your name,
Okay.
and they will check your name on the list.
Oh, okay. So it's not. I don't have like an actual card.
Yeah, you don't know.
Okay, all right. So, and boom. Yes, Embrilar Ardeo.
And he like looks through the list. Embrilar Ardeo, and he reaches into his pocket, and he pulls out what looks like a pocket watch, and he runs it over your face very quickly, and it. Welcome, sir, and you're +1?
Fennel. And then I whispered to her aside, "Told you I'd get you back later."
I hate you. I hate you so much. It took me 45 minutes to get strapped into this thing.
I know.
I hate it. And I hate you. She's like, Fennel, Ewan, and she like checks her face, looks at it, have a good time.
Oh, we will.
And you guys move in, and then he does Corrigan Vance after that. So as you guys come in, you guys show up. Tell us, what are you guys wearing?
Owen has blue-green scales, or not scales, what am I looking for? Fish.
Fish
The
scales, yeah, scales, yeah.
Scales that like start at her temples and go all the way around down her back and like over her arms, down her hands. And she's wearing a cobalt blue long jacket with a green suit underneath and a blue vest and tie. And her jacket, well, I was gonna say bustle, but apparently that's out of style, but I don't think Owen cares. She's rocking the bustle anyway. On the back of her jacket has like a tiny little bustle just to be like a little flashy. And then she has blue-black hair that's curly and piled high on her head with a top hat with a veil over it.
Very nice, very nice. Tippen, what are you looking at?
Tippen, well, Tippen is about a hand tall. One hand. His skin is like a light greenish color. He has this mass of like very light purple hair on his head that just can't be really tamed.
Is it like Mel's color of hair?
Yeah, like Mel's color. Can we get a close up of that? It's like that color of purple.
You got to bring your head way closer.
Like absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
It's like that color, but with like my consistency,
Nice,
but
thank you.
much more. And then, so normally to keep his hair in place, he wears a bowler hat that he has crafted himself out of like a very tiny piece of fabric. Because they don't make bowler hats for pixies, because why would they? So he has that, and then his idea of dressing up is accessorizing. So he wears his normal clothes, which is like a brownish vest with a kind of haphazard white shirt, brown pants, no shoes. Why would I wear shoes? I can fly. But he has this iridescent feather over his shoulder that he won. It is a lindworm feather. He won it himself, and he's very proud of it. And he has like embossed it with like little gold beads that he found around the shop, as well as he's taken like very shiny strings from different things, and he's like woven them into what looks like a tie.
Cool, quite the craftsman.
Yeah, Tippen likes to work with his hands. And yeah, that's kind of what he's put on himself at this point.
Cool, very, very cool. So you guys show up. How do you guys show up? Like, what's your mode of transportation that you show up at? Because you guys don't show up in front of the venue. You show up, like, down the
Walk
street.
away. Like a taxi?
Yeah, like a taxi.
We like get out.
Was it
kind
a
of
human
awkwardly.
taxi or a fae taxi?
A fae taxi.
Okay, so you took a fae taxi. So it was literally like a ruckshaw, like a gliding ruckshaw. And there's a.
Does it have horses?
No. It's like a ferry. A ferry is like pulling it. And he like stops and he goes, "You guys going to the party?
Yeah.
Have fun."
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for the ride,
No.
Just kidding.
No.
Just kidding. I think would I have like some change, like smaller bills?
Let's put a
Let's
smaller
change it
bill.
out.
So we'll put this as like 5.
Cool.
Change.
3, 4, 5. So like do that and we'll break in one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool.
So you get 5 of the lesser ones. Like he just needs like.
Is that my money?
Yeah, that's your money.
You're trying to steal my money.
Is that my money? What is that?
Sorry.
Where's my money, man?
This is for the ride, sir, and
Thank
then
you.
this is for you.
Yeah, have a fun time.
Thank
yeah,
you so much.
Enjoy.
Where does he put it down?
He puts it in a small like little container on like the side. And there's like jingles like, and he puts it in there. You want to try to steal it?
Yeah.
All right. Oh my god. Roll me. What do you have?
Stealth.
All right. Yeah. Roll me a stealth.
So that is a 5.
5 to steal it? Man. So you get those 2 back. I'm gonna say you get like 2. You take 5.
Perfect.
out of that. So
You're gonna
I'm
split it with me?
just gonna casually drop it into your purse.
Oh, thank you.
so like
can't
as you're
really
talking,
carry
as
money
you're
with
I
me.
take
so like
good
tell me,
care
tell
of
me
it.
This is as
how
big
you
as my
do it.
head.
Like it's like a
So
small-
Tippen is going to like as they're exiting the car, he's going to like pin himself to the ceiling and like crawl over the ceiling of this vehicle and like just kind of jump down, land, pick it back up, go back to the ceiling, like crawl.
and crawl. So like while he's talking to you,
Yeah, basically like
as you're like
the
as you're like
moment he
trying
drops
to
it.
get the money out for it.
So clumsy. It just. Oh, I can't open it. My delicate hands. Here you go, sir.
Thank you. You have a fun time.
Oh, we will. Thank you so much.
Puts it away and you guys walk away. Down the street you find Tilly. Tilly's wearing a green like a green and brown suit, just like a wool suit. Her hair is like pulled back into like a giant bun of like willow branches and leaves. And she's got this tiny little fascinator of like a bowler hat on it. And she shows up. She's like, "Hey, welcome.
Thank you so much.
I said 8 o'clock."
We are here promptly, on time.
Yeah.
Always.
Always.
That's why I was surprised. I didn't expect you guys to show up at 8 o'clock.
We don't waste a second.
Pixies are very fast.
I guess that is true. I don't know many of them, so
Shall we?
yeah, sure. And you guys walk down the street, and she like puts her arm out, and the two of you like walk down.
We're off to see.
We're off to see
fruit.
We're off to see the fruit. Yeah.
Also, for visualizing, my arm is around her pinky.
And you guys head down the street, and you show up
holding it
at the
like
place.
this. She's
holding
Red
it
carpet. There's lights. There's glow orbs and stuff everywhere. Magical lights are everywhere. It's this beautiful place. And outside, as you guys get closer, you notice that it gets warmer as you get closer to the venue. It starts out being a regular spring day, it is spring.
Hey, Tippen, we gotta fix your mic real quick.
Oh, did I mess it up?
Where is it?
I'm gonna put the legitimate
like-
clip on it.
Sorry, guys.
All about that fruit. What's going on while we're sitting here doing this? What's going on in the chat there, Allie?
There's some stuff about. Do you want me to go to the mic? Yeah. Is this one on?
Tell us real quick.
Oh, it's not on yet.
How do you make it? I don't know how you
I got it.
change
Don't
all
worry.
the details. It looks like we're talking about some of those news stories that were in the newspaper earlier.
Oh yeah, anything interesting?
There are scheduled thunderstorms for tomorrow.
Oh, excellent.
There's a suspicion of tainted bagels.
I know, Tippen. It's in his head.
Someone wrote, "May the squirrel gives birth."
May the squirrels give birth.
Oh,
Yeah, so I don't know if it's meaning like in May squirrels
I feel
give
like
birth
there's
or
a
if May
zoo
is the
where
squirrel's
they
name.
have mundane animals.
Oh yeah,
And May the squirrel gave birth.
just like Giraffe Cam.
It's a great exhibit. Yeah.
So, and then also there was something about a clumsy thief attempts to sue tavern after wet floor causes them to shoot own foot during a stick-up.
Oh.
Probably a human.
Pretty elaborate,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's probably
so
they're always trying.
The last thing I wanted to add
those
here is
humans,
that
man.
we've got some names of the
No,
possible
it's a
gangs
Bill
that
watching
Embrilar
stuff.
broke up.
Oh, what's some of these possible names? Tell us.
The Citrus Syndicate,
Ooh.
the Durian Boys,
The durian book.
Wait, what is this about?
the Fruit Smugglers.
These
Oh.
are fruits.
There's
there
a
are
fruit theme
smugglers
tonight.
going. I mean, here's the thing.
Tonight's episode is called Fruit Punch.
What's the last one?
What?
The citrus what?
The Citrus Syndicate
All right.
and the Durian Boys.
And the Durian Boys. So here's an interesting thing. When it comes to like produce and stuff in this city, there's only one family that runs the agricultural guild, and that's House Sareine. So if anyone else sells fruit or anything else that's agricultural, that's illegal.
Super
so
illegal.
when it comes to and the Starfruit.
The Starfruit
the
Gang,
Starfruit
excuse
Gang.
me, yes.
So when it comes to fruit smuggling, that's a real thing. So it'd be more a like hand and fist and foot thing. Wouldn't
Yeah.
be totally, unless they're using magical means to move the fruit, then it'd be you.
Or if it's magical fruit,
If it's magical fruit, then it's totally your jurisdiction.
they're magically delicious.
The Starfruit Gang.
Starfruit gang.
Okay. So you guys show up, and it's literally there's lights and reporters are taking. People are there. Anybody who's anybody is coming to this thing tonight. roll me a notice.
Everybody.
Everyone roll me a notice. Because they start to come in just as you show up there, Embrilar.
5.
Negative
5?
1.
That's a straight up 0 for me.
Straight up 0? You guys are just busy, like, checking out the sites.
Oh, I have skills in that.
Yeah.
So I have a 3.
You got a 3. So you got a 3, and what'd you get?
5.
Gosh, man.
Tippen notices things.
All right, Tippen, tell me,
What's this?
tell me one person that is there that is of huge importance to you.
Of huge importance to me. There is a. Who would? There is a Nayati that's there that I'm very interested in.
Okay, yeah. So you see, there are a lot of the big players in House Sareine are here. It's rumored, and you hear this, like, I imagine you like zip around and like listen to everything. It's rumored that Lord Lutado Sareine should be here. He is the head of House Sareine, and he barely ever makes appearances. He should be here. He's actually supposed to be giving the he's supposed to be giving like the keynote on this fruit and stuff like that.
Excellent.
So he is supposed to be here. You do also see there is Calaith Sareine is here. She is the only daughter of House Sareine. And Calaith Sareine is probably one of the most beautiful Nayati in the city. Everyone knows who she is. And she's a huge cagger. So she's also here. You see her. Lutado is said to be here, but you see her here. You also see Calaith Sareine is here. Like, as you guys start coming up, they're the ones moving in. What else? Name me another person that you see here.
Probably. I don't think I see him, but I know that he's here. My father is the head of security, and he's probably
For House
somewhere
Sareine.
for House Sareine.
Yeah. So,
Who I'm trying to avoid
what's his
because
name? What's his first name again?
his first name is I don't know. Didn't we have a name?
I think we have a name for him. Will you check real quick and see what his name is? His last name is Ballard.
I believe his name was Forthcoming.
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 Actually, I'm going to write that
That's a
down.
really good name, actually. Along the lines of Coventry.
Yeah.
Such a great name.
Oh. Coventry's here too.
Coventry.
Literally just the fourth son in the line.
Forthcoming, yeah. It's still, I love that. But yeah, you see Coventry is coming in. So you guys scope out the crowd before you start moving in. And as you get closer, it gets warmer and warmer. The air gets warmer as you start moving in. All of you enter the ballroom at the same time. So like you show up and they walk up to you and they do the whole face thing. They give you, and Tilly is the one who like does. She's like, yeah, my name's Tilly. This is my name, stuff like that. This is my friend. She gives you a name that's not your name. The name of actually in the chat, tell us what the alias they give. They give Owen. What is the alias they give Owen? So we'll move on until somebody gives us what that alias is. And you guys all move in. And you guys step in, and you step into a tropical paradise. Ooh. In this, it's indoors. It is. So Carmen Sandiego, Tilly goes,
Where in the world are we?
Eliza Thornberry?
Carmen Sandiego was the first
Yeah,
one.
that was
so we're gonna
first.
go with Carmen Sandiego.
To be
To be determined. I love that one.
To be.
So
That's so good.
So Tilly goes, hello, yes, my name is Eliza Thornberry, and this is my date tonight, Carmen Sandiego. And they're like, Miss Thornberry, Miss Sandiego, please enter.
That's so good.
beautiful.
And you guys step in. And it, like I said, it is a tropical paradise in here. Like it is, it's warm and like, there's like a waterfall off to the side, and there's these tropical trees that are now growing inside of here. And it's an opera house, but they have converted this opera house into this tropical place. And there is fruit everywhere. Everything you can think of, any type of fruit is here at this place. To be
too furious.
To be too furious. Yes, I'm gonna go with what Cunifer Nebula said, but there is no star fruit. Interesting. Keep that in mind. There's no star fruit. Okay, so you guys enter in, and immediately you guys go and get seats. You guys sit down. You're ushered to a table. Tilly, who goes, no, my name is not Tilly. It is Eliza Thornberry.
Eliza
And
Thornberry.
you are.
Carmen Sandiego.
Oh my.
What do you mean? Who are you?
Yeah.
Who do you want to be?
Who?
He doesn't need a name.
To be determined.
You want to be to be determined
Yeah.
tonight? Okay, he's to be determined. To be.
To
like,
be.
To
like
be?
a long B.
With
to be.
E.
Yeah, sure. If
Tubi.
anybody comes up to me and asks who that random pixie is, I will
Tubi.
say his name is Tubi.
Good.
Okay,
I'll have our
fine.
alias straight. Cool.
Somebody might.
And you guys sit down, at the table right next to them.
Emmy!
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, how'd you guys get here?
Are you honestly
My
not
name
surprised?
is Tubi.
And I am Carmen
Pleasure to meet you,
Sandiego.
2B.
Corrigan leans over and goes, "Who are your friends?"
This is
Carmen
Carmen
Sandiego.
San Diego and her pixie, Tubi.
You name your pixie?
Of course. You don't?
Uh,
Everyone names their pixie these days. You're getting old.
It's in fashion.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I want you to roll.
Oh, you don't know him?
Oh my gosh. What can you roll here? What can you roll here? Let me
Oh.
see. Roll a falsehood. Roll a falsehood. If you get above a 2, a 2 shift on this falsehood, I'm gonna say that this is now a rumor that's going around that people name their pixies.
Oh,
Here, re-roll that 1.
okay.
Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh snap!
No! I got 2.
You too. Okay. All right.
Can I like help in some way? Or they probably wouldn't listen.
I
to
mean,
me.
if you want to, remember you have your aspects,
Yeah.
and you can use
Oh,
a reputation to re-roll.
Yeah. I do have the art of schmoozing,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
so that's a +2.
So, and there's a +2 to
That
it. So,
says +2 next to it.
all right, so we can add a +2 to that. So that's what is
That would be 4,
that would be 4,
right? Because I have
total?
+2 falsehood,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
this is nothing, and
So
then +2.
with your, tell me how you schmooze Corrigan Vance to let him know that this is a thing that's happening.
That's impressive.
Well, I heard everyone names their pixies. No. It was in. What would be do they have like magazines? A popular
Publication of some sort.
popular publication, or like a popular gossip columnist?
Ooh. So much
then-
corruption. It's true. Yeah. So let's say that there's a popular publication. Call what? News
story. What's the
Latest
latest
trend among the
trend
city's young elite naming their pixies. Pixies' names
It's
matter.
trending on Twitter.
Thank you.
Pixies' names matter.
Yeah,
Thank
it's-
you.
it's-
No,
it's-
it's not Twitter.
103.
It's Flitter.
It's Flitter.
Flitter.
So what they do is they send pixies back and forth to like send. So like you can be like, okay, I have these 5 pixies that are my Flitter pixies, and they send those Flitter
Oh my
pixies
god!
out.
And when they use their own hashtag, the pixie would get to say hashtag Pixie names matter.
Walk away. The Witching Hour. I dig that. So it's called the Witching Hour, and it is the one place they've like started the Flitter thing. So
No, it would be like Flitter.
it's Flitter. It's Flitter.
Like when you hashtag Flitter.
Flitter.
And in it, you can say that.
Do you read this? What was your name again? I'm so sorry.
My name is Corrigan Vance.
Corrigan Vance.
I'm
Oh, such
the
a-
head warden of Glowward.
That's so. Wow, that's so amazing. You work with this man? Emmy never told me he worked with such a distinguished gentleman.
Really?
Really?
Emmy.
Can you believe it?
Fennel goes, Emmy. I like that name. Emmy. Oh, Emmy. I love it.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I'm gonna get that. She's like, I'm gonna get that monogrammed. That's gonna be great.
You get that monogram, I'm gonna burn it on fire. Sorry, Captain. Captain. It's hard to find the right words to say to fit a man of your stature.
Well,
That is
thank you,
fair.
Emmy.
Oh,
But do you read The Witching Hour?
I'm
This
You've
sorry.
never read it.
I've
That's
never, I've never read it.
You know, you're a very busy man. I don't imagine you spend a whole lot of time on frivolous things like magazines. But there was an article in the 2 months ago issue, just talking in a long, multiple pages, about naming your pixie. and allowing them to choose their own name and giving them their own space because it makes them happier and they work better for you.
I mean, okay, that sounds interesting. So you guys are like sitting at like adjoining tables, and Tilly leans over and goes like, "What? You just gonna start giving pixies names now? Like what's next? We gonna start giving humans like what? What? Humans are gonna start doing stuff too? What?
Equal rights?
Equal rights for humans? What's next? Equal rights for humans? Like their voice is gonna matter then? Oh, come now!"
Well,
And
Tilly,
Corrigan Vance goes, "Well, I mean, what were you gonna say, madam?"
you know, I just think names are important. And everything, and if something wants a name, like my good friend Tubi over here, if he would like to have a name, then
Carmen,
we should honor
it is a
that
really
wish.
names are really
They
interesting.
are really important. Did you
Yes, Carmen?
What is her name? What is her name? I called her the wrong name.
Roll me your dice here.
Oh God.
I'm just gonna have
Wait,
you
wait, wait.
roll. What are you gonna do? An insight.
Okay. 3.
Whoa!
One.
Oh gosh! It's Eliza Thornberry.
Eliza Thornberry. I mean, Eliza, sometimes you remind me a lot of my sister, who has a similar, I call her Tilly. That was an old childhood name.
Oh,
And you
Tilly
just
San
remind
Diego.
me- Tilly San Diego.
Oh, of course, of course. Yeah, I love your sister.
She's a lovely lady, isn't she?
She
lives
is.
out in the, out beyond, in this area.
Oh, there, out in
In the country,
in the 10th wards.
yes, yeah. So, yeah, she's just on my mind, and that's why I just had the slip of the tongue. But Eliza Thornberry over here, I forgot Emmy. Who are you here with?
Why? I obviously you've met the captain.
Right.
Fennel leans over and goes, "My name's Fennel."
Fennel.
This
I
is
have heard
this
of
is
you.
Finny. We call it Finny in the
I
office.
don't think.
No, they
I
don't.
think I like fennel better.
Oh, this is a bunch of junk.
It rolls off the tongue more for now.
Fennel. It is a beautiful name.
Isn't it a beautiful name?
Fennel.
Thank you.
I like
You
the
look great, by
L.
the way.
Thank you so much. You look great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Who made your clothes?
I had them. Well, they're actually store bought.
Oh.
But I like them. They're very
They're
nice.
beautiful.
I mean, it took me like 45 minutes to get, cinched into this thing, but
I hear you. That's why I do the trousers and the suspenders, the vest. I just think it's.
I'm thinking about doing this for like evening wear, but I'm not
Yes.
entirely sure.
You know, the coat helps too. It makes me feel
Does
a little
it?
more elegant because I've got the little bustle in the back. Some say it's old-fashioned. The Witching Hour, however, has come out with that old-fashioned is in right now.
Oh, the
Really?
same one that says we should be naming pixies.
That's correct, Emmy. The same one.
Well, that's
talking.
interesting. Corrigan eventually goes, "That's very, very fascinating. So 2B is your pixie's name."
2B.
All right. Well, I'll have to-
Continued.
I didn't know that, so thank you for letting me know what's going on with that.
By the way, Tubi, I found out they have some of that wine you like here.
Yes. Oh, I want that.
They have a fruit here that if you eat it, it literally tastes like that coated in marzipan.
Wow. And everyone goes, "Okay." To which Fennel, Corrigan, and Tilly, they all stand up. They're like, "We're gonna go mingle. You guys can sit around, do what you need to do." Corrigan goes, "Please, you should go around and mingle. You should meet some people.
Oh,
Your father's gonna be here, isn't he?
I probably.
He is the one who invited you, right?"
Yeah, no, he's probably gonna be here, probably as well as my mom. Yeah, no, I'll catch up with you guys.
All right. And they like go off to go get some food. What do you guys do? You guys have an entire party to walk around, see what you want to see. You can go meet people if you want.
I want to find the fruit.
Yeah, I want to find the fruit too.
Yeah, is
It's
that
not hard to find.
Is it? Well,
Like,
yeah.
is it like on display right now?
is
or are they
Eliza
going to
Thornberry
unveil
still
it?
here with us?
Eliza gets up and she's like, "I got some business to do. I'm gonna go."
All right,
course.
cool. So it's just us. All right. What are you guys doing here?
We're looking for fruit.
Well, I get that, but like, why here?
well,
Because we can't.
we're on business. It's business.
Okay,
It's a business trip.
business trip. All right. Not bad business. Just here.
It's our business.
Usual.
That's
the usual.
right.
Usual business.
The usual business.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just.
I don't think you'll be too surprised.
Well, no, I know. I just be careful. I don't know what you
Wait.
guys deal.
You want to
with.
help?
What's the business? What do you guys got going on?
Well, Okay, wait. So where in the room? So we can see the fruit. Is it on display?
Yeah, we can see.
So let's say it looks like this. So there's a thrust stage at the front of it. I can draw it in the middle here.
Get that top camera in there.
Oh yeah.
So in the main, and then there's this the staircase you came in from, goes off in different directions.
Is it a circular room, rectangular room?
Oh, it's a rectangular room.
Okay.
Because I have a rectangular card here, so let's go with that.
Convenient
Rectangular
card.
to the exact dimensions of a note card.
It's amazing how that works out. So there's the main stage. There's like a second-story balcony on this side, balcony on this side, and then there's like this there's circle, main table there. It's a division. I don't apparently. And all that is this is all fruit, and then there's tables and chairs like everywhere around here.
But the fruit. So this is the main fruit. The fruit we're here to see.
Make me an investigation. See if you can find any of that stuff. What are you around doing, MLR?
Rolling absolute garbage. I did not see. I don't know where this fruit is.
I have a 0.
I got a
I
negative
got
3.
another 5.
Another
Investigate.
I got a -1. So.
Okay, so
I'm a great finder.
yeah. So
You're a Hufflepuff.
Yeah, Tippen would be a Hufflepuff.
so you guys start going around looking for this fruit.
What's the difference between notice and investigate?
So I guess like an investigate would be like you're going around the room, investigating, talking to people about the fruit, and seeing if it's here, what's going on with that.
Okay.
Notice would just be looking for it,
Okay.
like looking for it on the floor.
Yeah.
Is that
So I feel like Tippen would use a notice.
okay? Roll notices. then.
would
Or,
I-
yeah, just keep notices.
So
Okay.
6.
6.
Notice. If this is notice, then I have a 3.
3. Okay. So you go around looking at the fruit, and there's a lot of exotic fruit here. There's a ton of fruit here that is super exotic. There are bananas and apples.
Dude.
Even pineapple is here.
What?
Fruit.
There's a lot of that type of fruit. There's some more high-end fruit. No magical fruit here. That's really special after party. But a lot of like those fruits are around. There are mangoes and papayas and stuff like that.
Are there kiwis?
So, are there kiwis? There are kiwis. Any type of exotic fruit you can think of, it's going to be there. And they get this exotic fruit because weather in this place is engineered that they can do any weather at any time. So, like in this place, in this room, it's tropical. If they want to grow tropical stuff, they can grow it in almost the same field as other regular fruits. So, growing stuff in this place, you don't need like a specific place to grow it. You can grow it anywhere. So there's there's just fruits everywhere. That they're all, anything you can think of, it's going to be there. But none of this Laguna fruit.
That's right. It's Laguna.
On the clipping you got, it has like a sketch of what they think it's going to look like because it's all the rage now. Like it's like
Well, it hasn't even
Apple.
come out yet, right?
Yeah, it hasn't come out yet. Like Apple has been like, it's sort of like Apple they're bringing out like the iPhone 7. That's what
Oh, I
these
thought you
guys
meant like
are-
actual apples.
Oh,
I was
I'm
like-
sorry. No,
I was like,
we were
whoa,
talking about
what?
fruit. That's not what I'm talking
We're
about.
all about the apples.
Think of
here.
it. Think of it like Apple is unveiling their iPhone 7,
Okay.
and that's what this is like.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of speculation about what kind of fruit it's going to be, what it's going to taste like,
Color.
what color
How
it's going to be.
big.
They're thinking like, oh, it's a tropical thing. Maybe it's like a tropical fruit. So there a lot of that is going on, but you guys don't see it.
Okay.
Do we know if there's going to be? Is there like an event like? At some point, everyone's going to sit down, and then a light is going to come on to center, and then
Right.
Yeah,
they're gonna,
on the
like-
stage, they're going to do. That's where Lutato is supposed to show up and do that.
I've been to these things probably
right, of
before
course.
because of my parentage.
Yeah.
So I've probably been to these things all the time. So it's nothing. Is there anything different about this one that like compared to all the other ones that I've been to? Like that sets it apart from the other ones. Like, oh, they're doing something different that I should probably roll for that.
No. It's fine to ask that question. I feel like this is pretty standard for what's going on.
Standard, cool. All right.
So
Standard fruit.
it is a standard fruit
Unveiling.
viewing, agricultural unveiling.
Gotcha.
I mean, there's a lot of speculation about this particular type of fruit because it's a what?
It's a company weirdly named phone bringing out their Apple 7.
It's their 7th version of apple that they're actually yeah. Let's say that there are 7 different types of apples here.
Okay, so we've got Granny Smith. We've got Red Delicious. We've got whatever the crappy yellow one is.
Yeah.
And then
They're bringing out so like
there's a purple
their
apple.
last one that they did was their 7th apple variety. People are like, maybe they're gonna bring out their 8th apple variety this time. Nobody knows what it's gonna be, but they have called it Laguna Fruit. So they're like, oh, it might be because.
Was that a leak? Or was it an official announcement?
Oh, that's totally a leak. That was totally a leak. That
no, was it an
newspaper.
actual leak? Or was it like yes, he's got it.
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
It was printed out on leaks.
So
Laguna Fruit.
somebody
You
found
and
it.
me, buddy, we love that one.
It was actually found in the water.
Of course it was.
Like they found a pixie in the water that knew what was going on, and they dried out the pixie until they came out with the latest one.
Oh my god.
Tiny utensils to eat it with.
Where's the stem? There's no stem. It was a brave
no
choice.
stems.
A brave new choice.
It's a completely round apple. There's no stem to it.
God.
So
Makes it water.
there's a lot of stuff going on about what this Laguna Fruit is.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys looked around, didn't really find
Didn't
it.
see it.
You got but you did go around and like talk. Have you like got this information? You've like talked to people about like what we just talked about. You see your parents.
Mom and dad.
No, just your dad.
All right, cool. I can do that.
Can handle that.
I can handle dad. Mom, don't like mom.
Just in your mind.
Oh no!
So your dad is here, or your stepdad at least.
Yeah.
And he's there, and he's with 4 or 5 other people.
Okay.
And he's not in like a suit or anything like that. He's in like red robes. And he's standing there in like red robes, and he's like speaking to other people, and people that are wearing similar like red robes with him. Your dad has these giant horns that come like right off of his head and curve backwards over. He's red. And orange are like the 2 dominant colors that he has, and his horns are white.
Nice.
And the robes that he's wearing are, I said they were red, so like they're a darker red than his actual skin.
Yeah.
And they're formal robes. You've seen him wear these formal robes
Okay,
before.
the formal, not
Yeah.
like lounging robe.
No, they're not like not
I was
like he's
Dad,
in like
get
a
it together.
bathrobe.
Come on. Jesus.
So he's there, and you see him. What do you want to do? What do you want to do about your dad?
Okay, well, are we still at the table, or did
I feel like you guys got up and like
mingling?
looked around
Walked
for the fruit. You guys, do you want to go with him or do you want to do your own thing?
I wanna I would like to semi-stalk Kalaith, Sareine.
Okay, you can totally stalk Kalaith.
Just to see if I can hear like anything about where the fruit's gonna be coming from, where
Okay,
Good
what
idea.
to watch for. And I'm totally willing to use my art of nondescript listening.
Sweet. So
To do that.
So that's what you're doing. What do you want to do?
I am. Are there waiters?
There are. There's human waiters.
Human waiters.
There are
nice.
also fairy waiters.
Okay.
The fairy waiters are the ones that are giving, they're delivering food and things to to some of the higher fae. The humans are more like, they're the ones that are like cleaning stuff up and like bussing
Yeah.
tables and stuff like that.
Yeah. I want to see if I can find a human to talk to who, because like servants, they're supposed to be not seen and not heard. What's
But
that phrase?
they're seen but not heard, but they hear everything.
Yeah, but they hear
Yeah.
everything. So I want to find a human who maybe knows how things are going to go down, like when they're going to unveil the fruit, where it might be, something
Okay.
like that.
Roll me a notice, see if you can find.
Oh, wait, I have a high notice. 3.
3. Okay. I'm going to say that you do find a human. It's a human who's standing by a. Should it be? It's a human? Should it be? Why not? Okay. It's this 18-year-old boy. He's wearing this livery that doesn't quite fit him. Immediately, with that 3, you notice that this is not his uniform. Obviously, he either is new or got it by other means. And he's kind of off to the side. It looks like somebody comes over and hands him like a bunch of like plates, and he goes, just puts them behind a bush, and he's kind of like skulking around the back and stuff like that. So that's what he's doing. So you all have 3 things you want to do. So let's jump to you first to like meet with your dad.
Yes. Also, what's my dad's name again? I can't remember.
His name is Mephanis Ardeo.
And my mother's.
Luminessa is your mother.
That's right.
I mean, your stepfather, I guess, is.
Yeah, actual mom, stepfather. But oddly enough, I have a good relationship with my stepfather.
Yeah.
Well, we both know that. They don't know that. I have a good relationship with my stepfather, but me and my mom don't get along. So I see him, and I go over and, like...
Embrilar, welcome, please. Let us make a circle for Embrilar. And everyone, like, slowly steps back. And he's like, please, join the circle.
Thank you, Father.
And he's like, and they're like, let us move. And you all move as one over to a section. Like everyone takes like side
Like
steps.
literally like Assassin's Creed. Like
Yeah,
everyone just moves and just
everyone
moves
moves
in perfect
and
form.
you are in a circle, like pointing inwards, looking at each other, and you all move as one to one point. He goes, and we will sit. And everyone like cross legs and like sits on the ground. And he goes, welcome to you.
Thank you for the invitation, Father. It's a
Of
pleasure
course,
to be here.
of course, it was my pleasure. I would not think of coming without bringing you my son.
Oh, thank you, sir. So, okay, time out for me, because I don't know what these robes are. What are these robes that they're wearing? Is this like, are they a fruit cult?
Good question.
It's a great
They
question.
worship fruit.
I'm going to say that you know enough about your dad.
Yes.
That your dad is the head of a dueling club. So
Yes.
in this world, there are things called dueling clubs. Think of it like in 1920s Hong Kong, where on every street corner there was a different martial arts master. And so every dueling club has their own martial art that they do. Your father runs one. They are called the Lantern Way? No, the Flickering Flame.
Flickering
Called
flame.
Lantern House is
the Lantern House is where they go. It's a place of perpetual night. And the Flickering Flame is a martial art type thing. What?
They have full head fruit masks on.
Like those old
Like the old yeah.
Airhead commercials.
Yeah. So you know that it's called the Flickering Way, and there is a defensive thing to it, but it's mostly philosophy. They just sit around and talk.
They discuss it.
Yeah, people think it's a joke.
Gotcha. Little do they know.
So he sits. So that's what you know, and these are obviously his disciples.
Yeah.
And he's shown up, and he like brought you along for some reason.
Okay, all right. So, and we're back in, sitting down. It's a pleasure to see all of the Flickering Flame still here. The Flickering Flame here tonight.
And they all go, and the light be with you.
And the light, and may it shine on forever.
Shine on forever.
Do we have any theories on the new fruit unveiling tonight?
That is an excellent question, your father says. Is there any inquiry that we may have of this new fruit? Does anyone have an idea? Let us ponder. And it goes into this silent motif where everyone sits and ponders for 4 minutes. Everyone sits around and nobody says a word.
Oh, now we're gonna all sit for 4 minutes, just so you guys know.
Yeah, we're gonna sit for 4 minutes. So this is for 4 minutes, and finally someone raises their hand. It's an Ifriti who's like blue.
We're all Ifritis, by the way, right?
They're mostly Ifriti. There's like one or two fairies, but it's
Okay, all right.
Hold on, how many people are there? There's 2 fairies and 5 Ifriti.
Okay.
So 7 total. 8 if you count your dad, and 9 if you're there. So they're
You count me? Yes. Half team pride.
Hooah! Yeah, that is a moment where you sit down and you notice that some of the ones that are sitting next to you kind of scoot away from you.
Oh.
When you sit, it's very slight, but they do it. And someone raises their hand and goes, "I believe that it will be a fruit that will bring sunshine and happiness to everyone." In the chat, give us what you think this new fruit is going to be, as if you were one of the flickering friends.
Is it because I think it's actually? Is it? I think it's because I'm not wearing the hat.
I think so.
Scooted away.
There's like this.
They're like,
guy.
he's not wearing a hat.
I'm a never nude. I'm a never nude on my head.
Ooh, somebody pipes up and
Lumi
goes,
fruit.
I believe it will be a Lumi fruit.
That's okay.
That a light of, it will actually give light to everyone. That it's something you can put in a room and it will be bright. Someone does say, it's going to be a fruit you can put on your head as if it were a hat. Ooh.
And then someone eyes me, and I just go, no, I'm not doing it.
Wouldn't that be a great fruit?
I think it would be a great fruit.
That you could wear on your nude head?
Yes.
Your
That-
weird nude head?
Yes, half Gene. To which Mephanus turns and goes, that was impolite. And he goes, I'm sorry, master.
Sorry, master. Sorry.
I believe it will be a fruit that will not only bring happiness, but taste like sunshine in a meadow.
Oh. Your dad is the only one who goes, oh. Everyone else is goes, it's the stupidest thing ever.
This never nude over here, this never nude head over here, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Or always nude head because you're wearing it.
Always nude.
You're
yes.
not wearing a hat.
You're
I've
never
been saying
not.
never.
You've been
always
saying never nude,
Yeah, you can
but
only
it's
say
an
never
always
not.
nude.
I'm an always nude.
You're a never not nude.
I'm a never not nude. I'm a triple N.
I believe the word for that is just nudist.
Nude paid. Okay. So that's what, I mean, is there anything particular you want to ask your dad? Because he's like, we have had the time of reflection, that we have talked about this fruit. I believe it's going to be snozberries. We are at the time when we are done talking about the fruit.
Snozberries, they always taste like snozberries. I mean, there's nothing particularly interesting about the snozberries.
Well, we are the dream makers.
Yeah. The dream takers.
Yeah. And he's like, you may mingle. And everyone stands up, bows, and then walks away.
All right. So I've still got
Yeah.
father. Is mother coming tonight?
No, unfortunately, your mother was indisposed tonight.
I believe we will still have a good time regardless.
I would like to think we would. He puts his hand on your shoulder.
It's heavy.
No, it's a heavy hand.
It's a heavy hand.
He's a big guy.
Is he bigger than?
He's not bigger than Corrigan.
Not bigger than Corrigan, but
He's
still
not.
big.
He's like a 6'5" Ifriti, but he's just like built.
Yeah.
He's this, and he's got like this awesome beard.
Is it also white?
It is not. So his hair. I didn't think I talked about his hair.
Yeah.
His horns are white, but his hair looks like embers. Like it flickers like embers. And so like his beard does that too.
An occasional like smoke might come out?
Yeah, he kind of smokes sometimes as well. And he's like, "Come, walk with me." And you guys start to walk around the place. Let's jump to you. So you're with this human.
Who has ill-fitting clothes.
Yes.
Scandalous.
What's he doing right at this moment?
Right now, he's doing a very poor job of skulking around the side. He's like trying to skulk around and stuff. You see that he like walks up to a table and takes a cup and then keeps walking around. Like, that's what you notice him doing.
I want to. Is he like going any? He's moving throughout the room?
He's moving throughout the room.
I want to get in his path without him seeing me. So if he's like looking over here to steal something, I want to end up.
Roll a stealth. So you're gonna be a +2 for you.
1.
1, okay.
Keep
Let's
rolling the exact same.
roll his, wow. Wow. That's what I rolled
bad.
there.
Those boy.
So you try to sneak up on him, and he turns around and goes, "What do you want? What do you want?
What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything."
What did I just see you put into your pocket? I won't tell you in exchange for information.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse you.
No, excuse me.
You're excused. Anyway, so I've noticed that you've been skulking about the venue
Yeah.
And it looks like your clothes don't really fit right. Are you supposed to be what are you supposed to be?
I am a servant.
You're a servant.
Here.
What do you do? What do you serve? The humans haven't been serving all night. The humans have been gathering plates, moving furniture. But
Yeah,
you're
I'm
a
doing.
server?
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, but you just said you were a server.
Yeah, I'm serving them.
Serving them.
Not food, but in a service type of way.
Oh my God.
It's a service thing.
All right.
So, back off.
Well, I won't because I know that you are not. Is there anything that I can like call him out? Like, do I see something on him where I can like call him out and be? Can I roll for that?
Roll a notice. Roll a notice.
Like bulging pockets or something.
Yeah, like 4.
4? Yeah. So you look. He does, he moves to the side. And there's a clank, and you notice that his stuff is bigger than him. So he's obviously stuffed stuff inside of his uniform.
Okay. I reach into one of his pockets and pull out a fruit that he stole, an exotic fruit. That
Okay.
He stole.
Roll a. What could you use here? Because it's in what? What did you say?
Daddy gamers in the service industry.
I'm in the service industry. It's fine. Let's see here. What do you got here? Yeah. What?
Criminal?
Use your knife fight.
Okay.
Either no. You
it's
have
fine.
criminal.
Oh, wow.
don't you?
I have criminal.
Criminal. Use criminal. Use
About
criminal.
to get real.
3.
3. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I rolled for him. So yeah, you reach. He tries to reach grab your hand before you reach, but you pull out a fruit. And you actually get 4. You grab real quick succession, pull 4 fruit. And he's like, that was.
Are the humans supposed to be enjoying the fruit?
Look, okay? Look, she brings you over to the side. He's like, all right.
I
so-
start eating the fruit. All right.
I'm fine. And then you
So-
sit in the corner and you're like, what do you want? Huh?
I want the fruit. And since you seem to be so good at stealing fruit, like I thought, because you're being so obvious right now.
I'm not being obvious.
You're being
I'm being
very
sneaky.
obvious.
I'm being super sneaky right now.
Well, if you want to believe that, you're
I'm the
not
most
really.
cagging, sneaky person in this place.
I am cagging, trying to do you a favor right now by telling you that you're sneaky. So you should take it and remember it for next time. But anyway, back to
Okay, keep going.
the whole point of this interaction is the fact that I have the power here. I can tell on you, or I can choose to let you go.
Look, don't tell me, okay? Just I don't need to we don't need to involve the wardens here, okay?
I agree.
I'm just gonna walk away.
No. You're not gonna walk away.
All right,
You're gonna stay right here.
What do you
because
wanna-
I need the fruit. I need the fruit we came. Everyone here is.
What, the Laguna Fruit?
Yes, the
You
Laguna
want the
Fruit. I
Laguna
want the
Fruit?
Laguna Fruit, and you look like the man to help me get it.
You mean
Or at least to tell me where it's at. You look like you might know something. Tell me what you know.
Okay, look. He takes you behind a curtain, and you guys are back there. He's like, all right, look, all right. So this is not this isn't cool, okay? This isn't this.
It is quite warm in here.
No, I know it's not. Faye, gosh, look.
Oi, Faye.
Yes. You want me to steal something for you? I steal something for you.
Oh, yeah, continue.
I steal something for you, and you don't turn me into the wardens?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna need your help, though.
I'll see what I can do.
What's your name?
My name is Carmen Sandiego.
Carmen Sandiego. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Bob.
Bob. Old human name.
Bob John.
Bob John.
Bob Johnson.
Bob John. Does your name get longer every time you say it?
No.
It's a
No.
human thing.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand.
I guess not. I don't. I truly don't. So anyway,
Johnson.
Bob
Frederickson.
John Johnson. What are you gonna do? Do you know where the fruit is? Am I just wasting my time here?
No. I mean, I know where it is. It's hard to get we're gonna get some, it's gonna be after they like unveil it to everybody.
Okay.
So we can. They're gonna. Okay. This is what's gonna happen. So like from what I've been seeing, they're like gonna unveil it, and it's gonna be there, and like after it's there, like the VIPs are gonna go up and they're gonna like get pieces of it. They're gonna taste it.
Yeah.
So like once they taste it, then I or you or someone else, anyway, I'm not sure, we can go up and we will be able to get some of it.
Anybody can go up. I thought you just said
No,
the
it's VIPs. So like,
So how?
I don't know. Look, we'll make it work. You know, you want to steal stuff. Stealing stuff is like 99% improvisation. So like that's what we're gonna do.
99%?
Yeah, 99% in my stuff.
That's a lot for improv on a theft. I thought there was more planning involved.
No, there's no planning. It's fine. That's not how I do it. You guys like come back out from out the curtain, and there's this like perfect little tower of plates, and he goes, and he knocks it down.
What did you just do that for?
Can I get a cleanup over here? Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna go clean this up now. So I'll talk to you later.
All right, I'll be watching you clean that up.
Yeah.
Because don't run away. You're not gonna run away.
He goes, so sorry, miss. So sorry, miss. I'll take care of this then. So thank you very much, miss.
Human.
Yeah. I'll go this way. And he goes and works on it. It's up to you. So you're going around.
I'm specifically going to Cop Sareine.
Oh shit.
You know what?
Like, I want to hover around.
You want to
and
hover around here
to
and
some of
listen?
the conversations. I'm
Cool.
specifically listening for, because Tippen's trying to think of like ways he could get the fruit that he can fit on his person because he's assuming it's going to be as big as him. Listening for if anyone has information on how the fruit was grown.
Okay.
More specifically about seeds.
Okay. Interesting. Awesome. So what I want you to do is I want you to do. I think it's going to be an investigate.
Investigate. Can I use my art of nondescript listening?
Yes, which will be a +2 to it.
Perfect. I'm going to give you that.
Thank you.
Hope I do well. Okay. So that's a 4.
4. Okay. Let's see if she notices you.
You're so like good at that.
He's so good at the listening and like the.
Listening and finding things. That's what I do.
So. Poor Calais. She's so on the main stage. There's a long table, and on that long table there's a seat empty, and then there's 4 Nayati up there. One of them is Calais Sareine, and they're all up there, kind of talking back and forth, and people are like coming up to like pay their respects. Like they're like walking across the stage and they're like, it's a pleasure, thank you so much for coming, stuff like that. And so they're going around, and so you try to listen into Calais Sareine. And you were asking about seeds and like how it was
Yeah,
grown.
I want to hear like if there's anything about like how it was grown, maybe if like it came from seeds or if they created it a different way.
So this is what you see. Eventually, Coventry Gaynor and his mother, Shrewsbury Gaynor, they come up the stairs to pay their respects. And there's a small scene between. I'm not going to do it because it's just going to be unless Allie wants to jump in and be Shrewsbury Gaynor, be Calais.
Oh, to be Calais?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll do this scene real quick. So Shrewsbury comes up and she's like, well, hello there, Calais. Welcome.
I believe my family's throwing this party.
Yes, of course, but you see, we've lent you the water for this tonight.
Yes, and we're all very grateful. Thank you so much.
Of course, of course. So, how is the new fruit?
Delicious.
Is it? What does it taste like?
Oh, it's indescribable, Lady Gaynor. We should all be so lucky to have a taste.
Oh, yes. I'm sure we all will by the end. Of course, we will all understand what it will taste like, but I don't know. Who knows what we'll do in the markets?
Oh, I'm sure it'll be very successful.
Really? So is it like the your last apple?
No, we've gone all out for this one, and I can assure you that it will be very successful for House Sareine.
Oh, do tell how.
What do you mean, how? House Sareine excels at everything it
Is it
does.
sweet? Is it sour? Is it tasty? Is it salty? Nobody
Now,
knows,
Lady
do they?
Shrewsbury, if I give it away before the first taste has been unveiled, what kind of a daughter would I be?
Well, I know you like to always give the first taste.
Oh, snap.
Yes, but at least my customers come back for more.
Oh, scrap!
To which Coventry comes like, how dare you speak to my mother that way?
How dare your mother speak to me?
How
that
dare
way? Do
you
know
speak
who
to my...
I am?
I know exactly who you are,
Sit
Khalid.
down, Coventry.
I'm gonna sit down when you sit down.
I'm already sitting, Coventry.
In a metaphorical sense.
Why are you bringing metaphor into this?
Because metaphor is, it's the mark of a great, she's like, Coventry, step back. Khalid, no need to be argumentative here.
No, not at all. It's a party after all.
We are exquisitely happy that you are able to unveil a new type of fruit. I just hope it doesn't taste like salt wine.
So do I.
Do enjoy yourself, my dear.
And you,
And-
of course.
Do be careful. I haven't seen your father around.
Trust me, he's never too far away.
Coventry, we go. And she walks off. That's what you hear. You heard the whole conversation. Well,
Yes.
Most of the table heard that whole conversation. But the one thing you do catch is she says something. Lady Shrewsbury says under her breath as she walks away, and this is something you do hear. She turns to Coventry and goes, "I want it tanked by the next 11 day. Do you understand me? I don't want a single one of these Laguna Fruits sold in the city by then. Do you understand?" Yes.
I want to, what was the, I want it
Tanked.
tanked.
Tanked. She's
I
like,
don't
I
know
want
that,
it
but-
tanked.
I want it tanked.
No,
I
here's
thought you
the
said
better
a
one. She
tanked.
says, I want it buried.
I want it buried, and I'm going to write B-E-R-R. Why? Buried.
Not just the great Quince debates of 03 as fruit-based
We
conversation.
don't bring up the Great Quince debates.
And that's what they say, and that's what you hear. That's it. So that's all three of you guys. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Last minute, last...
I have one final question.
You bet.
What does Kalaith's dress look like?
Oh my gosh, House Sareine's dress. She's one of the most beautifully exquisite people you've ever seen in your life.
Okay.
She is wearing a dress that is made of water.
What?
She is. It's like white rapid waters, like frothing water.
Perfect.
But it has like an early morning sunrise.
Yeah,
stuck in the water.
Stuck in the water itself. And it's magic that she's doing constantly.
and it's a
and
little bit see-through.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's
In like the right places.
And some
in
of the
some
wrong
of the
ones.
some of the even right places.
Okay. Okay. So does it like? It's like a dress. Does it like trail? Does it
Oh yeah,
have, like,
it
a trail?
trails and then it trails and then it's like a wave as she walks away.
But it leaves everything that it touches completely
completely
dry.
dry.
I want to be close to that fruit when she tastes it first.
Okay.
Can I try swimming in the bottom of the dress?
You totally
Oh my
can.
gosh.
I'm gonna say though, if you do, your wings will be wet, and you can't fly when your wings are wet.
Even though the water leaves everything dry, it was just because of the trail.
Just because. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good idea. I'm gonna say yeah. You can hide inside of the dress. You can like ride the dress.
I would like to ride the dress.
All right.
Are you gonna hang 10 on like? Are you gonna?
Get a piece of fruit and surf her trail of her dress.
Well, I want to be not noticed though, and I feel like that would get noticed at some point
If you were
Absolutely
surfing,
would. I would take a picture.
if I was surfing on the dress. So I kind of just want to be discreetly almost
Swimming.
in
All right.
the
Roll me a
dress.
stealth. Roll me a stealth as you swim through the dress.
Yes, banana surfing.
Okay, that's all canceled out. 3.
3. Okay. Does she notice you? I don't think she does notice you. So this is what happens.
She's got more pressing concerns. The conversation she just had.
Yeah. So you're able to like hide in the dress. You're able to like swim and then swim to the inside of the dress.
Perfect.
So like you're
I stay towards one of the less like noticeable
Dangerous territory.
places.
So so you're inside of her dress
'Kay.
at this point. You two, anything else? Anything else you want to look around, see, do anything? I want you both to roll me a notice real quick.
Notice.
Wait, me?
I hope you
as well.
notice me inside the dress.
I don't have any notice.
I have 4.
I have a 1.
Okay, so you don't even notice it. You're in deep conversation with your dad. What are you talking about, you and your dad?
Talking about Dueling Guild, talking about work. I imagine at some point probably Corrigan Vance probably came over and me and the captain talked. Finil probably came over and we were all talking with my father about stuff, and I guess a couple more. That's about it. It's probably just hanging out with them 3.
Cool. So you guys are talking, and as you guys are talking, what?
2 pixies as
Acting like a
push-up
push-up bra.
That's
Somebody's got to do that job.
too good.
She does. Oh man.
It's a living.
She does have 2. She does have a pixie that's around her. But I don't think that I rolled. She didn't see you, so you're fine. Okay, so you guys, the lights begin to go down. And music begins to play as a spotlight drops on the front, and where that chair is, right on that chair where House Sareine is supposed to be. And everyone sits and waits, and then nothing happens, to which then the light moves over to another Neati sitting there. He has aquamarine hair and is covered in scales, and he's uncovered from like the waist down. Like he's just completely, he has no shirt on. But he's got like gold and different types of blue scales all over him. Mm-hmm. And he stands up and he puts his hands out to like quiet the crowd.
Is he literally like kind of like the rainbow fish?
Yeah, he's like a rainbow fish. Nice. And his hair is like long, and he's cut. It's this very well sculpted Neati. And he stands forward and he quiets everyone down and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for my father's absence here tonight. As you know, I am Graydon Sareine, heir and eldest son of House Sareine. We thank you all for coming tonight, for sampling our fine fruits, and being here for the unveiling of our brand new fruit, the Laguna Fruit." There's a smattering of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I would like to thank everyone for coming, and we're about to unveil the fruit, so let's just move right to it then. No preamble, my father would go on with a long speech here, but I am obviously not my father. So, let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, the Laguna Fruit. And from the center of the stage, it like rises. And it is this fruit. It's about the size of like a cantaloupe. And it looks like a blackberry. Like it's a giant blackberry with a bunch of small like fruit pods on it. Mm-hmm. And it is an aquamarine color. And it looks like it has fish scales on it. And everyone oohs and ahs and like looks at it. And it's this beautiful, it's like the Laguna Fruit. Created by our finest magi here in the Agricultural Guild. It is sweet yet salty. It is a tangy, wonderful taste, tropical in origin, and it will be the talk of the town, I assure you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Faye, please welcome our esteemed guest, Yashara Wiss. And everybody claps. I want you guys to roll to know if you know about Yashara Wish.
So that's what?
Yeah, what would that be in there?
Roll just a regular, just a straight roll.
0.
If you want to use a reputation at this point, you can.
Yes.
To add a +2 to it.
I will.
I will.
I will.
Okay.
Bam.
Okay, so you guys, so you know about Yashara Wiss. Yashara Wiss is the most accomplished opera singer in the city. Not just the ward, but the entire city.
Of Ammingrad.
Of Ammingrad. Wow. She's a Johnny.
Okay.
And she comes out on stage, and she is even more beautiful than Calaith Sareine.
Whoa. That's a bold statement.
Yes, it is a very bold statement. And you see Calaith Sareine like get kind of a sour face about it.
She would.
She does.
Do tell me, Allie, what is she wearing?
I'm not on mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't realize you. Sorry.
No, I'm not on mic. Go into the mic.
Yes, hello. Our esteemed opera diva Yashara Wiss is sporting a heavily beaded gown, very low cut in the front and the back, with sort of like a gauzy chiffon capelet over the top of her shoulders.
Very nice.
It's heavily beaded in different shapes of clouds and suns and moons and stars, all the way down to her beaded train, which trails after her even further than Calaith Sareine's wave train, naturally. And it starts up at the top at like silver and gold, and it descends the rest of her body into shades of blue, and then green, and then purple, and then like dark indigo at the very base.
Very nice. She herself her skin looks like a cloudy day, with bits of sunshine in it. So it's like gray and gold is kind of what her skin is. And her hair is, it's actually floaty. It looks like it's in like a wind tunnel, but like just being lofted by a breeze. And it's like a blonde. And it's like falling in front of her. And she comes forward and everyone claps and it's beautiful. And Graydon goes, Miss Wiss, would you be the first to try? And she's like, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming tonight. I'm glad that I'm able to take this first taste of the Laguna Fruit. The first of many, I'm sure. And everyone claps and laughs. So she goes, she like basically reaches down. Everyone's like on pins and needles, like trying to figure out what's going on here. She reaches down and she twists it, and it unfolds, like the whole fruit.
Like the top part?
Like she twists the top of the fruit, like the stem.
Yeah.
And the whole thing kind of unfolds.
Oh.
And it's got like pods, and she like takes one of the pods and twists it and takes a bite and holds it up, and everyone's like, ooh, yeah, very nice. And they're like, what does it taste like? What's it taste like? She goes, it's sweet. It's very, very sweet. And that's when you hear the screaming. So screaming starts to come from somewhere in the audience, or somewhere in the opera house. I want you guys to roll a notice if you can. What would be advantageous to you?
Investigation. Or insight.
I mean,
I guess I'm gonna have to re-add notice.
I think it's a notice.
I'm
at
getting blown on
this
these
point.
notices.
So what did you roll?
2.
6.
Well, you're in the dress.
I got a 1.
I am in the dress.
I got a 1.
A 1? Okay.
I have no bonuses.
So you guys start looking around for the screaming, and like everyone's looking around, trying to figure out what's going on. And it's you who happens to notice that she's standing there, slowly turning to stone.
Oh no!
And she's like trying to like stop, but it's like crawling up her arm, and she continues to scream.
Can I? Okay, this is what I want to do because I like her for some reason. Can I fly out of the dress, use Giant Killer, and try and kick the fruit out of her hand?
You definitely can. Go for it. Roll a Giant Killer.
Just want to get that fruit out of her hand.
You could have saved her.
First bad roll of the night.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
a terrible roll too.
So what is it total?
-1.
Negative. Oh my gosh. You hit someone else. Like you aim it and go, and instead you hit. You totally hit that human.
Bob.
So you.
Bob got knocked.
My wings got wet.
Bob, yeah, your wings got wet.
My wings were
Bob
wet.
Johnson is like standing there, and he's like looking at what's happening, and you hit him like square in like the chest, and I think I just lost my mic.
Did he rupture?
Powerful,
Was it?
powerful
Did the giant killer like break a fruit and now the juice is all inside his shirt?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Hold on. I lost my mic. It's gone. Where'd it go? It's on the floor.
I'm thinking about like how to vamp.
Oh, there's a little.
Doctor, Mr. Professor Bob the Builder, John Johnson, human, not a thief, Jr.
Junior.
Dr. Mr. Professor. Yes.
So yeah, you miss, and you don't get any. I'm not gonna say you get any juice on you, but you hit him like in the chest, and he goes down, dropping a plate of like. So that's a clash, and everyone turns around and looks at that as she continues to turn to stone, and it creeps all the way over her, all the way like it goes. It eventually like it spreads. Like it looks like moss, like that spreads all over her.
Can I try to knock it out at this point?
And you're all the way in the audience.
I'm all the way there. So he's closer.
I'm
So
the
he's
closest.
Okay, all right.
And again.
So do we even know
he
what's
was the
happening?
only one who noticed because that scream is reverberating everywhere.
Okay.
So nobody knows what's going on, and they hear the clatter of everything else.
Gotcha.
And they're all looking over there, and eventually the screaming stops when it creeps up her neck and goes over her head and stops there, and it's a scream. And it's dead silent in the place. And everyone turns and looks and sees her. And she's completely turned to stone, standing there on the stage. And I think we can take like a 3-minute break now. We're gonna take a commercial just because I need to like go to the bathroom.
Yeah, me too.
So we're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah.
Sure. We're gonna put Allie on real quick so that she can talk a little bit more about the setting, and everybody else is on break.
Thank you so much.
Sweet.
Guys, if you don't want to deal with taking your mic off, just
Turn 'em
keep
off.
this with you, clip it on your belt, unplug this, guys.
Unplug this and clip it on the belt.
No, we're just
Hey
Sweet.
guys, it's Allie here. We have a little bit more coming here for you guys. Now that the fruit has been
Just turn it off.
unveiled, but I wanted to jump on the mic, give the guys and lady a moment to catch their breath, hit the restroom, and gather their wits about them for this totally unexpected mystery that is about to unfold. So, hi guys. Thank you all for being here. We're really excited about this. Just a little background for you, if you haven't checked out welcometowarda.com yet, please do so. You can also like us on Facebook, facebook.com/welcometowarda. Drew and I started building Warda in January of 2016, and in about March of 2016, we started a fate-ish, loosey-goosey dance Warda setting for that. And so we've been playing that game since March of 2016. And then recently is when we were talking with James and Mel and the whole One Shot Network gang about what it would be like to try doing a live stream. So thank you all for being here. It means a lot to us, and we've been working on this for over a year now, and really enjoying delving into this world.
We just fixed your volume. You might
Oh.
want to welcometowarda.com.
Hey, so if you didn't hear me before, you can find out more about Warda and all of the cool stuff we've been building in it at welcometowarda.com. And you can also I just made a Facebook page. You can like facebook.com/welcometowarda. If you like what you are seeing tonight, you can read more about it at those places. You can also subscribe to dreamstobecome.com, which is my blog, my website. Drew and I do a bunch of other things too. We are blogging our way through the Disney animated feature film canon called the Disney Odyssey. We're blogging and podcasting our way through that, which is a lot of fun. I am currently in the midst of producing a short form podcast called D&D 20 Public Radio, which is an NPR / Waiting for Guffman type comedy thing, which is a lot of fun. You can find all that information at dreamstobecome.com. A little bit
I'm not sure if you heard it before, but I'll quickly repeat. Drew and I started working on Warda in January of 2016 is when we came up with the idea for the world. We started building that, and in March of 2016, we started playing a loosey-goosey, fate-based role-playing game of it with a couple of our friends. And we've been playing that game since March of 2016. But this is only the second time this group has met for Warda. So these players are all new to the setting. And we thought that would be a really cool way to keep exploring the world and invite you guys in to explore it with us. Does anybody have any questions in the chat about Warda, about the setting, about characters that you've met so far? Anything about that? The loosey-goosey dance. Everybody's doing it. I liked that Justin made it about body rolls, though. Like, you gotta get... Yeah, it's more like... Yeah, there's some body rolls involved. So, but yeah, loosey-goosey because we didn't... It's not strictly fate-based. It's inspired heavily by fate, and we're using fate dice. But the strict rules of fate are not necessarily what we're clicking with here.
They're asking about how journalism works.
Yeah, journalism. That's a great question. In Ammingrad, there is something called the scripts. And it's primarily run by various of the elemental fae, so the Johnny, the air fae, the Ifriti, the fire fae, the Nayati are the water fae, and the Sylvani are the earth fae. Those 4 elemental types are sort of on the higher end of the echelon socially for fae in Ammingrad, and they run the scripts. So for an earth fae, that would be like dirt or sand falling on a wall, like a waterfall. And in that waterfall, which is not water, it's actually dirt or sand, you can read the headlines. And that's how news is distributed. So
is paper news?
There's also paper news as well. But for the higher echelons, the higher fae have this magical news source, which is really cool. The only trick side to that is they don't project images. They haven't figured out how to do images yet. But there are definitely paper newspapers as well. And flyers and handouts and whatnot. Humans are really into newsprint right now. It's a very functional way to get the word out for stuff. Why did we choose... you want to see the player character sheets at some point? Yeah, I will see if we can scan those in tonight, maybe, and I'll put them up on welcometowarda.com, if that works for you guys.
The point where I was like,
why did we choose...
We got half an hour.
Yeah, the witching hour is brand new. Thank you guys for naming that. I'm taking notes on everything you guys are saying in the chat, and we're going to try to work it in where we can, just like Drew's been asking you guys questions along the way. So thank you for being participatory. They want to know why we chose Fate versus PBTA.
I didn't know about Powered by the Apocalypse.
Well, Drew is not on.
Oh, sorry.
Drew says he didn't know about Powered by the Apocalypse at the time that we started making this.
Yeah, I didn't know about it.
Yeah. So
if I had known about it, I totally would have done it because it's a great system.
Yeah. And the way part of the reason why we're saying it's loosey-goosey fate is because it's constantly being tweaked. Drew is constantly going back over the rules and adjusting the way players roll and the way they interact with the environment and the way combat will work and stuff like that. So it's a good suggestion, and I think Drew's probably going to look into integrating more options from other systems as well. Are there any physical differences between fairies and humans besides the ears? You mentioned skin tones, but do they have crazy hair colors? Great question. You can read more about the physical aspects and the social aspects of each of the races on welcometowarda.com. Each race has their own page, which is pretty cool. And we're looking forward to having some official art soon so that you can actually see them. All fae have pointed ears. From the Seelie at the top to the Pixies at the bottom, they all have pointed ears. Humans are the only ones that do not have pointed ears. Humans look like humans. They come in all colors, all body types, all shapes, all sizes, all ethnicities. And the Fae are the ones who have different colored, like rainbow colors of skin and hair and stuff like that. Fairies would definitely have interesting hair colors, I would say. It could be anything, but fairies are definitely on the mundane end of the Fae hierarchy. They're just above humans on the scale, so they're not very high up at all. You find fairies working as laborers, as tailors, and servants. They're the downstairs in Downton Abbey, so they're not very high up on that social scale at all. When will you have this setting available to read, like as a game book?
I vote yes on that as well.
What an interesting concept, which we had sort of been talking about and not sure how to even begin to do that. But we have lots of friends who know how.
With like illustrations and stuff?
Yeah, no, we have some really brilliant artists that are working for us right now. And we're looking forward to getting that art up online as soon as possible for you guys. Yes, Oliver with the boops is correct. Humans also can't use magic. They don't have inherent magic at all. They can use devices that have magic, but they do not have magic. They're not naturally imbued with it. Fairies can do basic like Harry Potter level stuff like levitating and changing something into something else and things like that. Doing a game setting for this would be super awesome, and it's we would love to do that. If that's something you'd like to see from us, please leave that feedback for us on the websites, and you can email us to welcome-to-warda@gmail.com, because I'm really good at making social media for every possible outlet for a thing. Let us know what you'd like to see, and if you want to support us as we continue to bring you this live stream and build new stuff and work towards that game setting, you can also join our Patreon. It's patreon.com/AlisonGrauer, ALYSONGRAUER. That's me. But Drew's part of it too, and we would really like to bring you more stuff, more art, more visual stuff, and a game setting would be sweet. So I think we're good to go back. I'll shout some more answers out in the chat for you guys. If you have more questions, just let me know, and we're gonna hit it back up to the players.
All right, and before I mic up these players, hey heroes, before I mic up these players and get us started, I want to announce real quick things that we've got coming up on the One Shot Twitch stream. We're actually doing Warda again this Tuesday, so you'll be able to, next Tuesday.
The 23rd.
Oh.
You put the 16th.
16th on that?
Oops. Well, whatever.
Necessary?
No, that's cool. Actually,
You don't have
I could
to.
make it, I'd just be late.
You don't have to.
we don't have to.
Eee.
We'll talk about it.
I announced it on the podcast,
If you announce it on the podcast,
so...
No, we'll do it. Let's do it. We'll do it the 16th. That's fine. We're going to do it. We'll be there.
Okay,
we're there.
I
We're
can
there.
change the podcast.
No, that's fine. Let's just, we've already said it. Let's do it.
We'll talk about this later.
Okay, well, no.
The other thing that we're going to have coming up on the One Shot Twitch stream, on Wednesday, we're going to have our regular stream. We'll be playing a role-playing game called Blackwood. It is a, what is it? I'm trying to remember what Blackwood is based in. Savage Worlds based game. It should be a lot of fun. Please check that out. And I guess we can announce here, Adventure is going to be premiering on Tuesday. So get your podcatchers ready for that. And with that, I am going to mic up the rest of our players here.
I love these commenters.
And switch back over.
Everybody good?
Yes.
Emma?
We on?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hello?
Sweet.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, James. And thank you to our resident archivist, Allie Grauer. If you have any questions about anything at any time, Allie is that. Maybe during the streams, we can go to Allie and have her answer questions sometimes when we need to take breaks. Yeah. That's a good thing. All right, so let's jump back into it real quick. So it goes completely silent in the room. The screaming stops, and there's just a small murmur of everybody's trying to figure out. And then everyone turns and looks at the stage, and then more screaming begins to start. What? And people begin to freak out. Go for it.
Where's Coventry?
Coventry, roll me a notice.
And his mom. Rolling a notice. That is a 4.
They're heading for the door, just like everybody.
Okay.
What do you guys do? Like, it's starting to go crazy in here. People are now like starting to go for the doors.
I want to find Owen and tell them about what I heard with Coventry and that whole exchange.
I'm gonna go. I can see that she's stone now, right?
Yeah.
So okay, I'm hand and eye. This looks like a magical problem. I'm gonna go investigate. I'm gonna try to go see what's going on with her.
Awesome. So you rush up there. Roll me and investigate for that. So you roll. So you go to her.
Yeah.
Talk it out right now as he rolls.
Where's Bob?
Bob? Let's find where Bob is. Bob is also trying to roll me a notice. See if you can find Bob.
5.
5? Yeah, it's not hard to see Bob running with everyone else. You catch him in the crowd. running away from
He's running away.
He's running
Okay.
away with everyone else. So like
Okay.
this place is now chaos. Things are happening.
Can I see the fruit? Is there any more of those pods left?
Oh yeah, she only took one.
She only took
So
one.
it's now completely over.
Is there anyone on the stage?
So on stage with what did you get again?
I got a 5.
A 5. You can see that. So immediately you see your dad. Your dad's up on stage with he's like blockading House Sareine, making sure everything's fine there. They're all clustered up there, making sure that nobody is.
They're by the fruit.
They're by the fruit. Like everyone's like stepping back from the fruit. You see Embrilar. He's up by the fruit. You guys hear Corrigan Vance like trying to get the room under control. Actually, cool. Okay. He's trying. He's trying to put fire magic to like stop people from leaving because this is now a crime scene.
Yeah.
But people are moving too much. And let's see what it is.
Well, what about Fennell? She could probably help too. 'Cause she's also.
Yeah, she's helping as well. So they're working on that. So you rolling your investigate. What do you?
I
what'd you
rolled my total was a 1. It's a +2, but I got a minus.
Get a minus. Do you want to use any of your reputation points?
Yeah, I mean, I got 1.
All right. Do you want to re-roll that, or do you want to add a +2?
Let's add a +2. I'm not rolling good at all tonight.
Okay, so let's add that +2 there. That's
+2.
a safe bet. So it's a 3.
Yes.
Okay. So with that 3. Okay. Immediately you notice that she's stone. That fruit is still in her hand. The fruit is not stone, but she is. And
So would you say she's been having a rockin' good time?
she's been having a rockin' good time at this entire party.
Shut up.
So that's what you basically notice about. Nobody's getting close to her at this
Okay.
point. That's happening. You guys are talking. What are you guys doing?
I'm going towards the stage.
Okay.
Perfect.
So go for
I'm
it.
finding her.
Okay. So you guys meet up halfway.
Okay. Hey,
Hey, so I think that it was Coventry and their family that did this.
they messed with the fruit.
Yeah, they wanted to bury it.
They want, but okay. Well, let's get some. Let's get some of the fruit. and we
Okay,
can
but
talk-
don't actually touch it though.
No, but
Is there like a napkin close by?
Yeah. There's a napkin.
I pick up a napkin.
can I be wearing gloves?
It's like a sheet.
I pick up a napkin.
Even though what I didn't
If
say
you
I
want to
was.
give me a reputation, I can say
Okay.
you have gloves. Sweet.
I have gloves.
Retcon gloves.
Retcon gloves. Okay, so you have these gloves. I want you to roll a stealth to get this fruit before anyone else notices.
Cool.
1.
1.
5.
Okay. He does. Go for it.
He's trying to steal the fruit.
Yeah.
This is a crime scene. Love you. You're my friend, but I wouldn't let you take it just in
snap!
case. Just in case, because I want you to.
I'll
touch
let
it
you
and
see it.
But wait.
Well,
He
if it's-
rolled a really good stealth, though.
Yeah, I got a
So-
real good stealth.
So you need to roll
I-
an opposing.
Which
Roll an insight.
an insight? Okay, all right. Hey, there we go.
Roll center, roll center.
Roll center.
Oh, so okay, all right. That wasn't really good. It wasn't good. Do you want me to re-roll for center? It wasn't a good one.
Go ahead
it
and
in.
roll it.
Okay, all
Go
right.
for it.
Roll in the center.
Roll it for center. All right.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right. So that balances out, but my insight is 3. Or my insight is a +3.
So 3 versus 5.
3 versus.
Oh, yeah.
He gets
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So like you notice at the last second because you're looking over her, and you turn around at the last second, and he's.
Can I wink at him?
Of course you do.
Yes.
Of course you wink at him.
Wait, which fruit do you take? Do you take a new pod?
I take a new pod.
New pod. Okay, good. That's what I wanted you to do.
What happens after he's touched it?
He has a napkin.
I have a napkin
Oh, you have a
over
napkin,
it.
okay.
Like I cover it with a napkin. Fly away.
To which you then hear Corrigan being like, Emmy, get out here and help us! Emmy, we gotta keep him from leaving!
Okay. All right. As he flies off, he's just.
Yeah.
It's like Okay. All right. So then I guess I'll get these
My
back.
name was never Toby. To me.
And then all right. So I guess. All right. So where are they in relation to this?
So
thing?
in
they're
relation
the
to
front.
this map, what we got right here. So these are the main doors.
Yeah.
And so Corrigan, let's say Corrigan is right here, and Fennell is right there, and this one is not. So people are like trying to get out this way, And they have magic up. They have magic barriers up saying nobody can leave. They're trying to keep everybody in here.
Okay.
And your father's people are stationed around at other exits, like keeping people from leaving.
All right, so this one is essentially where I need to get to.
Yeah.
All right. Can I catapult myself using fire?
Oh yeah, yeah. Roll me an Arcana. So roll me magic.
Or would that be a fire combat magic?
I'd say it'd be an Arcana because it's not technically a combat thing you're doing.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
I'm
fair.
nervous now.
All right, roll center, Arcanica.
You should toss me the fruit.
That is a
Get you new dice.
Dude, these are haunted.
These are haunted dice.
These are haunted dice. That was a 0.
I like
That was
mine.
a 0?
Because my Arcanicas too.
Okay.
These dice are haunted.
Let's. Okay, you don't end up here. I'm gonna say you end up on the balcony instead. So like,
I would imagine like I had my strike and I hit it in the ground and it like propels me up. And then I guess like due to all of the shenanigans that are going afoot, I go a bit too high and now I'm up here.
yeah, there are Johnny that are like loud levitating and trying to get out of these, and you like land up at the top there. So like it was you tried to go, but it didn't work out. It's chaos.
Yeah.
Absolute chaos in this room.
Okay. So I'm up there. There's Johnny up here on that balcony trying to escape.
Yeah, they're like trying to get away.
So I can still like do at least some part of my job.
yeah, you can do your job here.
All right. So then
Roll me a. What do you want to do?
I was wondering to like kind of like I'm not wearing my warden uniform, but I can probably like.
I'm gonna imagine you have your badge with you.
Yeah, I would have a badge.
I imagine there's a badge type thing that you have.
Okay, all right. Then I guess like I would put the badge on or something like that and announce like, everyone please remain calm. I am a member of the Hand and Eye. Please stay put. It is vital importance. And I guess nobody's listening. So then I take my strike and I throw it down a wall of fire, just cuts off and it goes straight across.
Cool. Roll me a fire combat.
That is a 5.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay.
We're on something I'm good at.
So I'm gonna say that with that 5, you are able to wall, and it's magical fire, so it's not gonna burn if you don't want it to.
Yeah.
It walls off there, like around the room. Everyone stops.
Yeah.
So the room is now
Completely secluded.
Completely secure. No one is leaving.
And my dad sees it and just kind of gives like a little like nod.
Yeah, it's a proud little nod.
Made Pop proud.
So that happens. And there we are. So what are you guys trying to do? You guys have the fruit.
I'm trying to get it out of there.
Yeah,
Just, like,
and there's
moving.
nowhere to go.
So there's a wall of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make a water doorway? Like make
Oh.
water so that it like.
Roll me an
that-
Arcanica to. You had a 5 for that.
Yeah.
You have to beat a 5.
I also have a question. So how high is this wall of fire, and there's no windows or anything like that?
Like the windows are really high.
can
and
fly.
they basically started to lock the place down with magic.
How? Okay.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2. Can I use 2 reputation points?
Here's the
to get
thing.
it
You
higher?
can give me one of your reputation points. You can re-roll.
Okay.
Or you can give me one and you get a plus
and
2.
I get a plus 2, but that's only 4. You know what? I'll re-roll.
All right,
I'll
re-roll for me.
3.
Oh.
Okay.
So you tried.
I try.
Try it again. Doesn't work out.
I want to try and make it to one of the windows. Are they like still closing, or are they all closed?
Roll. Well, it'll be a contested roll. So you roll.
I'd like
I roll.
to. Would I use a notice to like see if I can notice if any windows haven't
I'm
closed?
gonna say this is just a
Is
straight
it just
roll.
a straight roll?
This is
That's
just you
okay.
trying your best. I don't think you have physique or anything like that.
Yeah, no.
So just
no.
go for it.
I have athletics.
Ooh, roll me an athletics then.
2.
2. And this is
No negatives,
this is against Corrigan Vance's Arcanica.
No.
That's 4. So you get there and it goes and snaps shut.
No! Oh man.
Oh no!
Okay.
And
I.
oh, go for it. Go for it.
Wait, no, what were you going to say?
Fruit everywhere?
Oh.
Well, it's still in the napkin. Do I smash into it or stop?
Yeah, right?
You like it snaps shut. Hold on. I'm gonna. Okay. I'll have to read it. It does squish.
Okay, can I use it in athletics to not touch any of it?
You bet. Roll me another another arcanic. Roll me another Athletics. Get it.
I need to live. 1.
I'm gonna say it's enough. You like
Okay.
squish it and drop it.
It had the napkin. It was in the napkin.
It was in the
so.
napkin, and so that's up there now. So Corrigan Vance roll. He casts a sonorous spell. He like a megaphone spell on his voice. He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, please calm down. Take your seats. We will work on this, and we'll get you out of here as soon as possible." Emmy, get down here.
Was that still?
Yeah, that's still.
I did my job. Okay. All right. So then, okay, I get down there.
Okay, so you and Fennel and him,
Yeah.
basically stuff's like, no one can leave this place and no one can come in. It's us that needs to figure this out, okay?
Yes.
If anything, I can leave and make sure everything is fine on the outside. I'm gonna try to do that, which means you need to take care of this and figure out what you can.
Yes.
All right?
Yes, sir.
You may deputize anybody else you need help, who needs you can use help with.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
All right.
This was a fun evening.
Always a pleasure, sir.
I had a very nice time.
Always a pleasure.
Good. And then he like opens the door.
Was it a rockin' time? No, not the time. Not the time.
It's not the time. It's
Not the time.
Emmy.
Not the
Okay.
time. All right.
So he heads out, and you hear the door lock, and then you see. So I always imagine magic spells to look in this world. You guys know what sacred geometry is? So like have you ever seen a Full Metal Alchemist where they do?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like that where they like put their hands out, and it's like circles and squares and triangles. And
Oh,
stuff
okay,
like that.
yes.
Like a different spell will do different things, and it's that kind of sacred geometry type thing.
Okay.
So like he walks out, and then you see that sacred geometry like go over the doors as they lock.
Okay.
So now you guys are inside this place, and we're almost out of time. So I feel like that'll be a great place to end where we are, because now you guys are in this place, and now there's a murder to solve.
Oh yes.
Or what do you think is a murder? We'll see. Okay, so thank you guys so much for playing tonight, and thank you guys so much for being here and for being a part of this whole thing. If you guys have any questions at all, like we will be continuing to be playing this game from Tuesdays on out. So we will figure out when the next one is.
Yeah. We'll have an announcement on the One Shot Twitter. Just watch us there to see when the next Warda is going to be up. And this is going to be available for video on demand. We're going to be exporting this to YouTube pretty quickly.
Thank you guys so much. One last thing before we go. One of the reasons why Ali and I make worlds this way, we kind of make huge sandboxes that people get to play in, because we believe that everyone deserves to feel cool. Everyone deserves to go into a fantasy world and feel like they're the most important person in this whole thing. And so my thing about making it this way is that Warda, you exist in Warda. I exist in Warda. We all do. And so it's not about my story that I want to tell, or even this story that's happening on here. There's 1,000 stories in Warda, and we want to know what yours are. So as we go through this, feel free to start making stuff and thinking about what Warda looks like for you. And as we do that, we'll figure out and we'll make it together. So thank you so much, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you so much, citizens.